Well, hello guys. How are we? Good morning if you're watching in Australia. It is currently 6 a.m. Probably like the rest of you guys, it's been a long night slash morning. A good timing actually, because we're about to just watch Joe Cordina and Joe Kasasi. Is it Kasasi? Kachashi? I'm going to say Kasasi. Got a few in the chat already, which is pretty good. We've got Damien Rochester. How you going there, mate? We've got what's that? Hang on, I'll bring you. So say, here we go. Just woke up, so bloody pumped. Good stuff, mate. You can see I'm a little bit bleary-eyed there. It's not easy this part of the world, is it? At this time of night slash morning, got the family asleep upstairs. So, mate, I'm okay. I'm all good. I'm ready to go. I might need a coffee soon. I'm just on the water at the moment, but yeah, but good timing. We've got this fight next, of course. Then we've got Jai. So I hope you can hear me all okay. Good there. I'm just trying to keep it down just a little bit with the family asleep, but we'll see how we go. All right, what do we got there, Jamie? What's up, Peter? Yep, looks like almost ready for the cruiserweights there, mate. Good morning to you, Peter. Appreciate is that the 6 or 7 of you that are tuning in already. I'm sure as the morning goes on, we'll get more and more on, but yeah, good to have you along there, guys. Yes, let's go, Jai, says Peter. Yeah, Fox not doing the fights only for the venues. I know it's ridiculous, isn't it? I'm watching on DAZN at the moment, but I mean, if you haven't got DAZN, I mean, how many apps do you have to have these days? It's just ridiculous. So I don't know. Obviously, there's some sort of broadcasting issue there because normally, even if it's on DAZN, they'll put it on Fox as well. So I'm not quite sure what's happened there. So Drew Cordina about to enter the ring. Oh no, Peter. Don't mention Carlton. We got absolutely flogged by the Swans on Friday night. Peter, now you're a Collingwood man. What is it with your team? They do not lose close games ever. I know, was it the last time they lost one? It might have been the preliminary final a couple of years ago. I reckon the last 10 games I've seen them under a goal, they've won. It just pisses me off. Anyway, g'day, Chad. Top of the morning to you too, mate. Hope you're all doing well out there, and you got some coffee and whatever else. Put it in the chat there, guys. What time have we been up since this morning? I haven't been up since the start. I can tell you that. But I'm not really a morning person, even on mornings like that. And to be honest with you, the card's been okay. We'll get to the results in a minute. The card's been like, it was a good card, but unlike, I think it was the one, was it at Christmas time or New Christmas Eve or something like that? It was a really good card, top to bottom. Now that was worth getting up at 3 or 4 in the morning for. Not quite sure this has been the same. Some good fights at the top end, but the bottom end, yeah. And as I said, I'll go through them in a minute. G'day, Frankie. How are you there, mate? Frankie D. So glad the picture quality is good. At least with DAZN first was available. First was available here. It was worst. It was. I'm on my computer at the moment, and it's not too bad. If I watch it on the TV, no good. No good at all. Just as I say that, though, it freezes up. So now, when you are watching this morning, guys, just forgive me. There's a little bit of a delay. It's just with the streaming thing, so I'm sure you'll work it all out. What's that? Yesterday? Oh, you went yesterday to the footy. I thought Adelaide had yous, Peter. I really did. And I'm not going to lie and say that I was barracking my ass off for Adelaide. But anyway, don't hold it against me. I'm just sick of they win every single close game, and it pisses me off. What's that, Damien? I'm a guy to have Carlton, Collingwood, and the Mighty Bomber supporters here. Yeah, well, look, one thing I will say, Damien, I hate Essendon with a passion, probably more than I hate Collingwood, to be honest, but it is awesome for the game to see them back up and firing at the moment. So while I hate them with a passion, I'm actually glad they're probably a bit like, I suppose, when Richmond and Collingwood were doing well. They probably were hoping that we'd come good as well, and you guys. But yeah, the fact that the Bombers are doing well, it's always good for the competition. A bit like us last year, actually, isn't it? The up and about, the supporters, and it just breathes some life into the year, doesn't it? So let's hope Carlton can get their act together, and we have Carlton, Collingwood, and Essendon all in there having a crack. It'd be great, mate. So where you been? I've been here since 2 a.m., Paul. You're a better man than me, mate. Did you stay up or did you get up? I've got a suspicion you stayed up. It's probably a lot easier just to stay up than get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. We've all done it back in our younger days, I suppose, haven't we, when we're all been out? But we'll see how you're going in about an hour or so, Paul. I reckon that you might be starting to feel the punch. pinch, but we'll see how we go. All right, Chad. What's up, mate? Up since 5. Probably need another coffee. Watching a couple of the prelims from the TYSON YouTube channel. That's right. It is on YouTube, guys. Have I got Apple TV? No, I haven't, Damien. There's just too many apps these days. The only ones I really have. I've got what is it? Netflix, obviously TYSON, Paramount, Prime. I think it is. Anyway. What about there? Up at 5:25 every day. Well, so you're used to it, mate. So you're probably buzzing at the moment. Probably onto your third coffee. You're looking forward to the rest of the day. Yes, Anthony. It's 6:05 now. I would probably more think maybe around. Well, it depends on what happens in this fight, of course, Anthony. But I'm probably thinking more like 7:15 to even 7:30. They tend to have a little bit of a gap in between the fights, mate. So. But Tyson Fury has said he doesn't want to come out any later than 1 a.m. their time, which is was at 8 o'clock in the morning here. So is that right? What time is it over there at the moment? It is 11 p.m. over there now. So he wants to be out within the next 2 hours. So I don't think that's going to happen unless this fight here, as a guys get introduced, by the way. And we'll probably spend this fight, of course, well, giving you some updates, but. Just let me know your thoughts on Jai's fight and Tyson and Usyk's fight. There's probably the two fights we're here really to watch. And we'll just go back and forth with the Cordina and Kashi fight. 111 out of 12. That's crazy, Peter. That's kind of what I'm talking about. All right, Paul, the whole event has been fantastic. Commentary, interviews, all-round show. The Saudis are all better. Yeah, it has. Look, the whole week's been great, Paul. Even... You said there's been a lot of. It just looks like it's a carnival type atmosphere over there, like a festival, and that's the way it should be for these massive fights. So let's hope the promoters and all that in the States can maybe start to pull their finger out a little bit. Not to say a big fight in Las Vegas is not big, of course, but they do it well, don't they? Well, when you've got all the coin, mate, you can pretty much do what you want. Yes, Collingwood, Carlton, and make it great. Damien, that's rough. I like Carlton, even though I'm an Essendon support. Jeez, I was hoping you won the flag last year, those damn Pies, mate. Jeez. Are you sure you're an Essendon supporter and you're actually hoping Carlton won the flag? Jeez. All right. G'day, James. How are you, mate? Good morning. Yep, to you and everyone else as well. Colin, good morning, everyone. Up since 2 a.m. swimming in coffee. Yeah, well, I might have to, towards the end of this fight here with Cordina and Kashi, might have to take a quick 5-minute break and go get a coffee, I reckon. But, yeah, so we've started round 1 here, guys. And looks like it's going to be a more technical fight. I like Joe Cordina, good fighter. Now, as we go, another one. So, a lot better streaming quality here on Starlink. All right, what do we got? You got up. Oh, I went to bed at 9. See, I can't do that. If I was tempted to do that, but probably at 11:30, I was in bed. Oh, it's the normal time I go to bed. So, what time? Yep. So about, well, as I said, mate, this is first of 12. So this goes 12 rounds. We're looking at, it could be close to 7:30 in the morning here. So. Yeah, Kovalev, he looked old, yeah. Well, I'll go through results in a second there, guys, and I'm sure you've all seen it. Yeah, Sanchez got upset as well. Just watched Frank Sanchez. He nearly missed this leg day along with a bad knee, no chance. I'm up training at 3:30 every day. Jeez, James. Making me feel a bit guilty here, mate. The last card Jai was on went for 9 hours. Yeah, it did, didn't it? 9 hours. That was a big day. Well, hopefully they got the hint a little bit with that. The feedback from... Eddie and Bob Aram or whoever was there and say, look, you're doing great events, but the fans don't like to sit around for 30, 40 minutes in between fights. Let's just get it on. They might have a bit of a break in between the main event, but let's get these prelims up and going and out of the way. The adjunct Cabiol has, it's come out of nowhere. He's good. Yeah, he looked pretty good there, mate. Who's the concert they're having before the main event? I don't know that, Damien. Fill me in. Yes, Peter, we know Pendlebury's a superstar. You can tell I'm a salty Carlton supporter, can't you? It's a little bit early in the morning for dealing with Collingwood supporters. Just joking, Peter. All right, this won't be an easy fight, as last it won't be as easy as the last two fights for Jai, yeah, but I do expect him to stop Breeders late rounds 8 to 10. Yeah, look, I think Jai wins. Look, I'm not going to say comprehensively, Anthony, but I just think it's going to be just a solid win for Jai. Not sure if you saw my preview, but my view is that you'll see a better version of Breeders. So I think he'll take Jai a lot more serious this time. Not to say he didn't take him serious last time, but he knows what he's up against with Jai, and he's going to be pumped to get his title back. And I just think Jai's matured a lot since that first fight and gained some experience and everything else, big fight experience. So I'm with you there, Anthony. I was probably thinking 12-round decision, maybe 10th or 11th round if he's going to stop him, but we'll see. These long shows work out good for Aussies, though, so we don't have to get up even earlier. Yeah, it's not a bad call, Damien. Yeah, because you're right. If they didn't go as long, we'll be up at all different hours, wouldn't we? Was it 11? Yeah, 11:10 in Saudi already. Yep. Jai by unanimous decision, says Peter. Breeders as tough as nails. Well, all right. Well, as we go into round 2 here, I didn't really see much of that first round. I'll just take that comment there. All right. So the results so far, we had Moses Atoma with a 10th round stoppage over. Is it Lija Mezensev? I didn't see that one. That was by 10th round knockout. David Nieka, this is a good one. 10th round stoppage of Michael Seitz. He won the IBF International Cruiserweight title. We had Daniel Lapin with a 10th round stoppage of Octavio Povitva. Correct me if I'm wrong there. Isaac Lowe with a 10-round decision over Hasibullah Ahmadi. Robin Serwin Safar with a 10-round decision over Kovalev, as someone just said before. Mark Chamberlain with a 12th round stoppage of Joshua Wahab for the WBC Silver Lightweight title. And Ajit Kabayev, as mentioned there, with a 12th round stoppage of Frank Sanchez, his first loss. So now we go into Joe Cordina and Anthony Kassasi. So Cordina 17-0, Kassasi 21-1. This is for the IBF and IBO super featherweight titles, or 130 pounds. So round 2 here, guys, and not much to sort of say off the bat here. I will say it's a little bit slow at the moment. Both guys feeling the way out, or the way out of the round so far, just to get their eye in. So what are we expecting for the main event, guys? Let me know your thoughts there. We did do the live yesterday with the preview, and I've got to say I was surprised. Most people going for Alexander Usyk, which is, I actually went for Usyk myself by 12-round decision. A couple even went for Usyk by stoppage, which is really surprising to me. I didn't really think he'd have the power to stop Tyson Fury, although it might necessarily be the power. It just might be accumulation of shots. I just think Tyson Fury is just too big, too strong. I just can't see Usyk getting him out of there, but you never know. Yeah, Paul, a lot of knockouts in the preliminaries, but not early knockouts. So we've had 1, 2, 3 10th round stoppages and 2 12-round stoppages, and just the 1 on points. And you would expect that this one will probably go the distance, I would think, as we're into round number 2 at the moment. Was that James? I feel Breeders worked Abatire out towards the end of the last fight. I'm worried he'll get hit and hurt between attacks. It's not a bad point, James. Like Usyk. It is too early in the morning, isn't it? Breeders has had a lot of amateur fights, obviously a lot of pro fights, been around the block a lot of times. He's actually fought Usyk as well. So he's no stranger to these type of fights, especially fights with southpaws, obviously coming in against the best southpaw in the world at the moment in Usyk. So, yeah, he did work him out, or was it a case of Jai, with that jaw? It did happen, I think, early in the fight. So maybe it was just Jai hanging on for dear life and was really struggling with the jaw. You don't know, but this will answer the questions, I suppose, won't it? One thing I will say, we won't get Jai or the same result that we had in Jai's last 2 fights with those demolition job KOs. Just watching, they've got a preview for, was it Bad Boys Ride or Die? I didn't know there's another one of those out in cinemas June 6th. There you go, Bad Boys. What would they be now? Probably close to 60. Damien says Usyk by stoppage. Yes, so that's, as I said, mate. That's surprising to me. I've picked Usyk, but yeah, I was very skeptical that he could get him out of there, mate. Usyk on points says Chad feeling knocked down or two from either man. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting one. I'm not. I think. Yeah, maybe there could be some knockdowns. I don't know. I've got a feeling. Again, it's in the preview. I just thought my thing is that Fury will come out strong. He's going to go after Usyk. He's going to really try and rough him up, stamp his authority. Usyk's going to box. We know he's not going to panic. He's going to box and move and poke the jab and the 1-2s and move. If Fury gets close enough, tie him up, get separated. So I don't think in that aspect, like you got to remember, like when Usyk fought Anthony Joshua, Joshua's a big, powerful man. I mean, he can punch. So and Fury, Usyk boxed him and traded with him when he needed to trade and tied him up when he needed to tie him up. And I'm just not sure Fury has got the arsenal to really worry Usyk into going defensive and allowing Fury to push the fight. I just don't think Usyk is worried about Fury at all. If I suppose to put it mildly. Now someone's been warned for, I think it was a head. Was it a body shot? Or was it a yeah? Okay, both guys getting a warning at the moment. So look, as I said, I just don't think Usyk's going to be that worried by Fury's power. Fury, he has got pretty fast hands. He's obviously a big, strong guy, but I'm just not sure whether he can use that to his advantage to get on top of Usyk. As Cordina's hurt here on the ropes in round number 3, Kashi going for it here. I missed the punch that actually hurt him, but he's looks a little bit worse for wear at the moment, does Cordina, as Kashi pours it on. Good shots here. This would be a massive upset if Kashi could get him out of there. Although he does throw a good left hook there. Yeah, but look, who knows? Fury might go out there and really put it on him, but I just can't see. Oh, Cordina is down. We might get that 7 o'clock start yet, guys. Cordina is down in round number 3. And Kashi, the referee, has not allowed. Normally, the referee, and he goes down again. I'm not sure it was a knockdown. No knockdown. And he's very unsteady on his legs at the moment, is Cordina. And Kashi's going for it. Lands a big right hand. Not answering back. This is going to be stopped. He's hanging on for dear life. Wow. I'm just going to say that previous knockdown, the referee didn't make Kashi stay in his neutral corner. He was right behind the referee when he waved him back on. Cordina in big trouble here. He's hanging on. Is he going to see out the round? He's not firing back, but he's not really. He's stemmed the flow of punches landing, but he's not throwing. And he's made it to the end of the round. Wow. Almost a big upset there. As I said, guys, that was really strange because as he was counting Cordina, Kashi came right to the back of the referee. So when he called time on, Kashi's right there. Normally, the referee will make you stay in the neutral corner until he waves you back on. So no control by the referee there. So I'm sure Cordina's corner is not going to be happy about that. And we've got a Mad Max preview there. Jeez. Anyway, back to the fights. What do we got, Colin? I'm thinking Fury has dropped too much weight and will drain out in the later rounds if it goes that far. Usyk to win, yep. Lots for Usyk here. Just watched Guy on the pads and he hasn't stopped doing a bounce between pendulums. He's a machine, James. He really is. I'm just trying to see the punch. It was a left hook. Big left hook. Rocked Cordina down to his heels. This AJ fight in September will be for the soon-to-be vacant IBF title, won't it? There has been talk about that, Damon. I know Eddie Hearn's been pushing for that. But, yeah, who knows? Like, I've got a feeling it might. Well, geez, you'd be stiff in it. You've got all the way to a undisputed heavyweight title fight. The winner gets the 4 belts, and the IBF has to pull rank and pull one of the belts. That would be. Look, I'm very supportive of the IBF for enforcing their rules, and it's about to be tested again with Canelo Alvarez and William Skull. Yes, William Skull. If you don't know who that is, he's a Cuban American super middleweight, who the IBF has mandated to fight Canelo Alvarez. I'll be very intrigued to see whether the fight actually happens. But we're in the round 4 here too, guys, and Cordina looks to have found his feet. But that would be a dick move from the IBF to strip, I think, the winner of today's fight. So, but politics in boxing plays a very big role, so we'll see. Peter, I watched a phone-in pod yesterday from the UK and was shocked for the support for Opataya. They love their boxing. That's interesting. I didn't see that there, Peter. Well, I think the UK fans, probably a little bit like the American fans, but they just love boxing and love the biggest stars in the sport, where you probably find countries like Australia, we just go for our own guy. I know it's probably a little bit different when you've got a Lomachenko come to town or a Pacquiao come to town, but normally it's just all about our own guys. But you normally find the Americans and the Brits just love good fighters. Usyk looks more like a heavyweight now, not just a swollen cruiser. That's a good point, Mutzi. I was going to say that myself yesterday with the weigh-in. Side by side, Usyk did not look out of place, I don't think, against Fury standing beside him. And obviously Fury's thinned down a lot, but also Usyk's bulked up. Now, they did actually call out the wrong weight for Usyk. I think they called him out at 233. He was actually 223, which is only a couple of pounds heavier than what he was in his last fight, his last couple of fights. So, and there's a lot of conjecture about that. A lot of the YouTube shows and social media networks and everything all really push the fact that is Usyk now too big? Is Tyson Fury too thin? But with the weights, they both came in around the mark where they normally are. So, but I'm with you, Mutzi. I think Usyk really looked comfortable in his heavyweight body yesterday at the weigh-in. And as I said, I just don't think he looked too far out of place as far as standing next to Tyson Fury as a legitimate heavyweight. So, and it does take time. I know Michael Spinks grew into his body as well when he came from light heavyweight up to heavyweight. And obviously Evander Holyfield did as well. So, yes, Damien, wow. He had him rocked, didn't he? Usyk is a good thing and gets the stoppage. I'm surprised at all these people that think Usyk's going to stop Fury. Hey, that's great. And look, I'll be honest, I think Usyk's going to win, but in a small way, I'm sort of hoping Fury gets the win more so. And look, if Usyk wins it, hey, great on him. But for the sport of boxing, I just think the Fury and Joshua fight, it'd just be huge. It would be massive. So that's probably one reason why I'm probably maybe hoping Fury wins. But as I said, I've got Usyk winning a decision. This version of Joshua beats both of them. Well, it's an interesting one, Pete. I don't necessarily agree there because, look, I mean, he has looked good in his last couple of fights, but I just don't think he's beaten much at all, Anthony Joshua. And it's okay to look like a killer when you're knocking out lesser lights. Probably, and maybe we'll see a little bit with Jai and Breedis in the next fight, although we have seen, obviously, Jai beat Breedis. I think you'll see a lot more, I was going to say conservative type of Jai today, a bit more respectful Jai. He's been an absolute killer in his last couple of fights, but I think today you'll see him box really well, but he'll be a little bit more cautious than what he was against those other two. The other two fights, he was just there to make a statement. But in this case, as I said, I know Joshua looked great knocking out Ngannou, but I just think that was more of an example of an elite fighter in Joshua. Just saying, enough of this. I'm not going to play around with this guy. I'm going to go out there and I'm just going to do what I should be doing. And Tyson Fury maybe should have done, even though Joshua's got more power than Fury, of course. But not muck around with him, not put on a spectacle, not carry him, whatever it might be. He went out there and did what he should have done. I'm just looking at the scorecards there. They have Kashi in front, 38-37. This is the TYSON scorecard. Yeah, so it'd be interesting, Peter. I think Joshua would be a good chance of beating Fury just by the styles, but I'm just not sure whether he's ever going to beat Usyk. It's just one of those styles, as they say, styles make fights. So not sure. We'll see if we get an opportunity to see that, Peter. But yeah, I'm not sure. Turkey needs to buy out these stupid sanctioning bodies. Well, that could be the next thing, Damien. I did see that somewhere the other day where there might have been a rumour that they might be creating their own sanctioning body. Who knows? Geez, if that was the case, wouldn't that really put the wind up world boxing where the fighters are saying, hey, there's only one belt, well, maybe two belts, the Ring Magazine's the other one. We just want, what would they call it? The Riyadi belt or something? I don't know. The Riyadi Boxing Association. I don't know, or maybe just whatever. But if it could be the closest thing to the UFC model that we've ever seen, where they've got all the elite fighters under one umbrella, and they're deciding who fights who and when, putting on regular pay-per-views, maybe 6 a year. Who knows? But now they have been getting busier. They're now into America. They're going to go to England in September. Yeah, it's interesting times. Interesting times. And look, if the promoters are smart, and we've got obviously here Eddie Hearn, someone's mouth guard's out there. Kashi's, I know, Cordina's lost his mouth guard. The Eddie Hearn, I know he gets a lot of pushback from a lot of people, but maybe he's smarter than what we think. He hasn't tried to go against the grain. He's actually working in with the Saudis. We've got Top Rank with this one with Fury. Maybe they go, geez, we can't beat these guys if we try and take them head on. So let's just work with them. Oscar De La Hoya, I don't think we'll ever see that. I think he's too stubborn for that. And the PBC guys, let's not worry about them. The sooner they're out of the sport, the better. But who knows? Maybe Top Rank and Matchroom and Queensberry all actually work with the Saudis rather than trying to go against them. And they say to the sanctioning bodies, we don't need you anymore. We're going to start our own belt. It's fascinating stuff anyway. So Anthony says, I want Usyk, but don't know how Fury can lose if he uses his range properly. Well, it's I don't know how. Well, I just think, look, you're right. Yeah, if Fury does use his weight and size and doesn't be stupid about throwing punches, yeah, of course he can hunt Usyk down. Seen Dubois put Usyk down, whether it was a legitimate punch or not. You know, that's a matter of opinion. But look, mate, I just want a great fight. That's all I'm after. What I don't want is controversy. I don't want the cut on Fury's eye to open up in the first 2 rounds and have a no contest. That's what I don't want. I don't think we all got up so early to watch a non-event. We all, dry appetized for us Aussies is probably one thing, but we don't want to see no contest or anything like that early or any controversy or whatever. I just want to see a good fight, like I'm sure you guys do out there. And if it's a rematch, a legitimate rematch, not one because this one's ended controversially. If Usyk wins, wouldn't go anywhere near another Joshua fight. What's the point when you've beaten the man twice? Yeah, look, I think if Usyk wins, this is my opinion. I think if Usyk wins, we'll see the Fury rematch later in the year, and I wouldn't be surprised if then Usyk says, I'm out. You've got to remember, fighting to him is not everything. And you see it with him that you just get the feeling he does it because he's exceptionally good at it. And obviously he's making a lot of money. And I mean, what is he, late 30s now, I think? So, and he did say he was going to fight till he's 40. So I just wouldn't be surprised if he's probably getting paid massive amounts for this. I'm not quite sure exactly what it was. Let me know if you know, because it varies. But he might walk away with $30 or $40 million. Gets another, if he wins, it might be $40 or $50 million next time. And why would you just retire? Because as I said, this sport does not mean everything to Usyk. You can just see it. So why would he say, well, I'm just going to fight Joshua because it's the right thing to do for the fans? I don't think so. I don't think so. And I don't think really the fans are really, even if he beats Fury twice, I don't think people are going to be calling out for Usyk Joshua 3. I really don't. If anything, it could be Fury and Joshua anyway after the rematch, but time will tell. James says, I think Fury wins if it goes to distance because of corruption. That's the other thing to look at too, James. That's the other thing I'm worried about. I did say yesterday that whoever wins, there could be a scorecard that goes the other way that is ridiculous. But anyway, Fury nearly being KO by a UFC fighter was embarrassing. Well, it was embarrassing, Peter, but I think he has obviously taken this fight very, very seriously. He's dropped a lot of weight for it. I think they said he might have been 15 pounds or something lighter this time than what he was when he fought Ngannou. So I think we've got to give Tyson Fury a bit of a mulligan in that last fight with Ngannou. He obviously didn't turn up in the right condition, mentally and physically, treated it like a sparring session and almost paid the price. So I'm not going to judge him on that fight. I'm going to try and judge him on the Wilder fights before that. So, or who did he fight before that? Chisora, wasn't it? So, and White might have been in there as well. Actually, so he's had. Let me bring up his record here. Where is it? Of course, box rec not working this morning. There it is. So yeah, so before then going to fight it was Chisora and White. Yeah. So, and you can't really judge a light, especially on the Chisora fight. That was just a glorified sparring session as well. But he looked good against Wilder, but it was 3 years ago or 2.5 years ago. And the White fight was, what, 2 years ago. So, yeah. Anyway, all will be revealed very, very soon, mate. There's Andy in the chat. How you going there, mate? Welcome to the watch along. Geez, I tell you what, Kasashi's doing the job here. And he's just raining uppercuts and hooks on Cordina as I think the bell saves him. I've got a feeling this is not going the distance, guys. I think this is round number 5. And Cordina has been absolutely pummeled so far. So I can see Kashi stopping him here. And with Kashi, I'm just going to quickly, I must admit I didn't take a lot of notice of his record. 21-1. The one loss was a decision loss back in 2017 to Martin Ward for the British title. Fought a very, very good fight so far. And yes, guys, hit the like button. I always forget to say that. So we've got about 27 people watching at the moment, guys, which is good. Make sure you hit the button. Our likes have been going up in subscriptions, so it's been good, guys. Soon they get rid of the belt organisations that will force the best fighters and get rid of management and promotions, cuts out the middleman and more for the boxers. Well, the sport's evolving all the time, Peter. Well, it's evolving now. I think it has been guilty in the past of just being stuck in its ways, and the people that run it, probably the fans as well, we've all been stuck in our ways as far as tradition and everything goes. And I think the golden rule with most sports in the world these days is that you have to be willing to evolve. And this might be the first thing for a while. The good thing with the Saudis coming in, where the promoters and fighters and everything are now more confident than ever to say to the sanctioning bodies, stick your belts. We don't need them. They have zero relevance. How can the fighters and the managers and promoters and the fans be serious about it when the sanctioning bodies just take the piss constantly? And Cordina's on the ropes here. I've just got, what are we, round 7. I don't think this fight's going the distance, guys. Cordina's taking a lot of punches on the ropes. The ref having a good look at this, and I think his corner might as well. Not really throwing anything back at the moment, and Kashi is raining punches on him. So this might be the time. But now the confidence is in the Saudis that they're in it for the long term. They're willing to spend money. They're willing to work with promoters. This might be a turning point in the history of boxing, guys, where the sanctioning bodies become irrelevant. And let's face it, if it was the Saudi belt or whatever it was and they're fighting for this money, fans aren't that stressed about particular organisations. They just want the main man to be the main man, and the challenges to get the opportunities that they deserve and have earned. Not like, we'll use a Canelo situation where just pick and choose and fight who you want, and the sanctioning bodies do nothing about it. So yeah, I think it's exciting times actually, Peter. Kashi might just win this. Yep, he's looking that way. How's a knockdown? Looks like Cordina might have recovered though. He's not so far, Andy, because Kashi is just picking it up. Cordina really struggling to go with him. There's been some buzz around Loma versus Tank. I think it's a great matchup. Who do you think takes 6? I did this the other night actually, Chad. Did a video, did it live. It was the best matchups in every division. I had Loma versus Tank, and I'm a massive Loma fan, Chad, but I think Tank wins that by stoppage in the sort of later rounds, I think, mate. I just think Loma looked good last week, but I just thought he was still just a fraction off his best. Just like he slowed down just a little bit. And I just think someone like Tank, I know he gets a lot of flack for not fighting, the right fighters, not fighting often enough and all the rest of it. But on his day, Tank is just a little beast. Well, that's his name, obviously, a Tank. And I just think he might get to Loma late, mate. So let's hope we get a chance to see it. Love to see John Fury if his son loses. That man is a disgrace. Be shameful to be his son. I should leave him in the change rooms, Anthony. But you get the impression if Tyson Fury loses, then John Fury will go nuts in the ring, and there'll be a riot in the ring, and because the Ukrainians won't back down, and it'll be on. We might have a repeat of the last Joshua fight, but this time with punches being thrown rather than a meltdown from Anthony Joshua. But I think Fury would accept it, no problem. Tyson Fury, I'm talking about. He's a fighter. he'll know that if he's lost legitimately, he won't, I think he would accept it. But John Fury's and his brothers and cousins and whoever else is in his, there's about 10 different Furies in the ring with him. They're the ones I'd be worried about. But as I said, the Ukrainians won't take a backward step either. Yeah, Peter is a peanut. And says, agree, likely not going the distance. Stinging body shots from Kashi and the new. Yeah, I'm agreeing there, mate. Saudis have saved boxing. I think it's just a tad early yet, Peter. They've been doing great. My only fear is that Turkey, the Sheik or whatever he is gets maybe just there's another business opportunity somewhere else, or he loses interest in boxing and wants to do. I doubt it because he seems to be fully invested at the moment. But they've saved boxing in the last couple of years, because you've got to remember before that they were only doing the heavyweight fights, the big heavyweight fights. But now they're stepping out, and of course today's a heavyweight fight, of course. But now they're stepping into. They've got Crawford and Madrimov in August, and obviously Tim Tszyu on the undercard, and Pitbull Cruz and everyone else. So now they're stepping out. This is where I want to see the next step, Peter. I want to see them doing regular American shows, English shows, and target. Well, they've obviously got Crawford and it's Cordina, and the fight is over. Kashi with a big upset, an 8th round stoppage over Joe Cordina. What a win. Kashi 20 now becomes 22-1. Takes the IBF and IBO world titles. And forgive me if I'm not yelling in that here, guys, but it's still only 6:35 in the morning. So, but great win there from Kashi. Great performance. Absolutely took Cordina apart. So big upset there. Yeah, but I just want to see that, Pete. I just want to see now they've gotten out of Saudi Arabia and going overseas, and then I want to see the other divisions and target the Canelos, and they've already got Crawford next, of course, but really target the biggest stars in the sport and just start putting them on the shows, and that's when, and then maybe we see their own belt and over there. Then we'll see them saving boxing, I think. But so far, so good. Peter, the whole Fury camp are hangers on, embarrassing. Yeah, well, you get that with everyone, I suppose, Peter, don't you? With every one of these big fighters, and they drop off pretty quick afterwards. But Fury, when he seems to have 10 or 12 guys in his corner with the last name Fury, there's obviously got a big family. But they're all hangers on, mate. They're always in everyone's camp. Yeah, Andy, great combos from Kashi. Mixed it up, head, body, uppercuts, hooks. Just a brilliant fight from him. Oh, I've got to the end of the comments there. All right, so we've got 32 watching at the moment, guys, and hopefully we'll pick it up as we go with Jai. But that was an upset 8th round stoppage from Anthony Kashi with the stoppage of Joe Cordina. He drops to 17-1. And just a really good performance. He looked so much stronger than Cordina. Hurt him early, kept the pressure on him. Some really, really good combinations. Did not allow Cordina to recover and get his momentum back. He just kept on him the whole fight and rocked him in every single round. So, yeah, that is a big upset. Which means, guys, we might have Jai out in about 20 minutes, I would say. So it's 6:39 a.m. here in Australia at the moment. So I've got a feeling we'll see Jai out at 7. Fight over by 8, so we might get Fury and Usyk in the ring by about 8:30, I think. What's that, Peter? How many fights did you have, and what was your record? Oh, good question there, Peter. Well, I didn't fight pro; I was amateur. I had just over 100 amateur fights, and to be honest with you, I can't remember the exact record, but maybe a sort of 75 to 80% winning record. No, I didn't lose that many fights. Had about 100, maybe lost a dozen, 12 or 13, I suppose, over the journey. You do lose a few when you get to international level, Peter. Not like Lomachenko, of course, who never lost. Well, he lost one fight, I suppose. But yeah, it was just, as I said, just over 100 fights, and probably lost about a dozen, I think, from memory. But great times, Peter. I fought in countries. Where did I fight? I fought in America, Canada, England, South Africa, Finland. Hungary, New Zealand. Where else did we fight? Fought Malaysia, all over the place, mate. So boxing was very, very good to me, and thankfully I've come out with my faculties. And I didn't turn pro, of course, but no regrets there either. Got married, went into business, and had the family, and yeah, no regrets, mate. All right, James. Fury loves the limelight, but I have a feeling he doesn't want to fight anymore. We will find out soon. Well, that's another great point there too, James. How much has Fury got, excuse the pun, in the belly? Yeah, we're about to find out. I think he'll be okay. I think you'll see a Fury. Oh, I was just going to say on a mission. Don't know. Maybe he's trying to talk himself into it, but it has been a very subdued version of Tyson in the lead up to it, and maybe that's to do with Usyk as well. Usyk hasn't bought in anything. I think it's frustrated Tyson just a little bit, but Tyson hasn't really been able to make anything of Usyk. Usyk's just given him nothing, and I think it's really frustrated Fury. He's had Wilder, of course. He had Chisora and White, who love to yap it up, I suppose, and engage with him. But Usyk's just given him nothing, and maybe that's why his body language is a little bit different. I'm not quite sure, but we did see a little bit at the weigh-in. Let's see if we get it in the ring this morning. No, mate, didn't turn pro. No. St Kilda 1, 2, 3. Morning all is Jai up next. He certainly is, mate. So thankfully this fight ended 4 rounds early. The Cordina Kashi fight. As I said, if you didn't see it, Kashi with the upset 8th round stoppage. So we'll be on in about 20 minutes, I think. St Kilda, 1, 2, 3. Dan Man, that's awesome. You should put some videos on the channel if you have any. There's a couple on YouTube, Damien. Not a lot. There's probably half a dozen or something, I think, that are on there at the moment. So if you want to check it out, check out the YouTube. And I think there might be 5 or 6. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, Usyk is a cool man. Well, he's just a professional fighter, and I know it's probably not great for the fans out there that want to see all the hoo-ha at the weigh-ins and press conferences and all the rest of it. I'm one of the ones that just love seeing great fighters fight other great fighters and could not give a shit about all the bullshit at the press conferences and weigh-ins and everything else. I couldn't care less. I'm probably in the minority, I would think, because a lot of people these days want to see the pushing and shoving and trash talking. But do we really want to see what happened in the Haney-Garcia fight? Do we really want to see what happened with Garcia and Tank? Do we really want to see, a lot of these guys? It just takes over the fight. One thing I really think should happen is that fathers should be banned from any media events. Just keep them away, because they're the ones that want to make it all about themselves. So it just pisses me off. We've seen it. Well, a few years ago, it was Robert Guerrero's dad, Danny Garcia's dad. We've had now Tyson Fury's dad. Even Ryan Garcia's dad's carried on a little bit. Definitely Bill Haney's carried on. So, yeah, I don't know. I think if I was fighting and my father was around, I'd say, Dad, mate, you want to be part of the team, that's great. But when it comes to all the media stuff and even being a trainer, just know your place, okay? So they just make it, and they're obviously highly emotionally involved, of course. It's their son. But, geez, some of these guys are embarrassing. All right, so Kashi being interviewed at the moment. At least the title stays in England anyway. But I can't really hear what he's saying there. I'm not sure I can get a little bit of volume there, but don't want to get flagged either. So new IBO and WBO, was it? IBF, sorry, and IBO. And Frank Warren, a very happy chappy there at the moment. He's got another world champion. So 2 fights to go, guys, and then, or 1 fight to go, obviously, and then the main event. I can't believe, to be honest, we're actually here now. I must admit, I didn't think the fight would happen. I thought with all the circus happening, even with the fight getting made, and then we had, then we had the drama earlier in the year where the fight was postponed. I was seriously doubting whether the fight would actually happen. So it's great that we're actually here in the end anyway. All right, Andy, what do you got there, mate? What do you think of Usyk coming in? He's heavier, so might be to deal with Fury leaning on him, but stamina will still be there. Fury certainly taking Usyk serious. Yeah, well, I said before, Andy, the official weight was mixed up. He actually weighed 223, still a kilo or 2 pounds over what he weighed in his last fight, I think it was. I'll just bring it up here. So he weighed, 223 and a half. So it's 2.5 pound more than he weighed against Dubois, and 2 pounds more than Joshua in the two Joshua fights. Before that, he was 217. So he hasn't really gone up that much. He's 6 pounds heavier than what he was 4 years ago, which is not even 3 kilos. What's that? 2.5 kilos. But yeah, the weight was corrected, Andy, and he was actually 223 and a half, not 233 and a half. Tyson Fury 262. Let's have a look and see where his weight's been. So he's 277 and 3/4 against Ngannou. Before that, he was 268 against Chisora, 264 against Dillian White, 277 against Wilder, 273 against Wilder. So he's about 11 to 15 pounds. And I think we'll just judge him on the Wilder fights here, I think. But even so, you could probably say similar weight, a little bit lighter than what he was in his last fights before the Ngannou fight. But for the Wilder fights, he was in the mid 270s. So he's about 13 to 15 pounds lighter in those fights. So obviously that's got to do with probably not wanting a bigger frame to try and chase Usyk around the ring. And now, interesting here, they've got Fury on screen, not even wrapped yet. He's just sitting down to get his hand wrapped. Now, we're one fight away from the main event, and Tyson Fury. Now, this might be delayed vision. It might have been taken a while ago, but that Tyson Fury has not had his hands wrapped, and we're one fight away from the main event. And Usyk is the same. I've got a feeling this might be an hour or so old. The clips are showing at the moment, but Usyk looking very relaxed in the change rooms at the moment, shaking hands with some of the organisers there, looking in very, very good condition. And there's Jai Opetaia about to enter the ring, doing some pads there. Yeah, looking very, very sharp. Gotta love Opetaia's ring walk, man on a mission, scary man. Well, look, the only one I reckon I've seen that's sort of close to this is going back to our main man, Mike Tyson. These days, it's probably more about all the razzmatazz and the fireworks and the rap singers and all that sort of stuff. But Opetaia just reminds me of when Mike Tyson used to walk out. That look in his eyes, just basic music playing, doesn't muck around, doesn't smile to the crowd, just walks in the ring, and I love it. And you can see it's not put on either. It's just, let's go. Yeah, I'm with you there, Peter. It's a good thing they don't get the weights that wrong at other weight divisions. Yeah, what was it, 10 pounds? The announcers aren't having a lot of luck at the moment, aren't they? We saw Lieutenant Dan Hennessy last week on the Kambosos and Lomachenko card get the decision wrong with the girls, and has since announced his retirement. And apparently he mucked up the Andrew Maloney fight as well. I didn't see it. I was there on the day, and I can't remember anything being said that was not right. But there's been a lot of people online saying that he stuffed it up. So yeah, and then obviously today as well. Yeah, mate. Yeah, it was 223. Yeah, the announcer called it out wrong, and it was announced later. It was funny because you've watched what's it with Paul Malignaggi and Sean Porter and everyone, Pro Box TV, and they did a segment on it. They did afterwards about whether the weight was going to be a factor, and they would have felt a little bit silly later because they would have pretty much should have dumped the episode because it was obviously not relevant. Gary Fletcher from the UK, Fury by KO. Wow, okay. First one that's actually tipped Fury so far. Gary, sorry, there might have been someone earlier. Love House Jai, strictly business. Yeah, I'm not here for razzle frazzle myself. I'm with you there, Andy. Can you score the fight for us? Well, I'll give my definitely give my opinion each round there, Peter. Not that it obviously means too much, but I'll score the fight as we go and see if you guys agree. We'll have a running scorecard, eh? Fury's 3 stone heavier. Now, Gary, how much is a stone? I don't know. Let me look it up. What is it? Stones versus pounds. That's probably the best way to look at it. Oh, I knocked my microphone there. How much is this, mate? We're living in the modern ages here, not living back in the 12th century here, mate. stone is 14 pounds. All right. So the weight difference between them, you've got 262. So that's 29 pounds. That's 2 stone then, is it? Two stone. So what was it, 14? So, oh yeah, so yeah, 29. So that's 2 stone difference there. Yeah, 14 pounds. Thanks, mate. But yeah, I think that equates to 2 stone, mate. But still, a lot of weight. A hell of a lot of weight. But he's got to be able to catch Usyk, though, Gary. The same thing. Let's see. What was Anthony Joshua when he fought Usyk? Joshua was 244 and a half, so he was 23 pounds heavier. So that's stone and a half, nearly just over a stone and a half, and he couldn't get close to Usyk, mate. So look, I'm not discounting it, but I'm not just saying just because he's heavier, like that much heavier, that he's going to get the job done, because he's got to be able to get to Usyk, and Usyk's shown great technique, great skill, great resilience too in his fights that I think he'll be able to handle whatever Tyson throws at him. Are you all ready to yell at the TV? Well, you guys can yell as much as you want. I've got to just keep it down, but they probably can hear me anyway. They're upstairs, so they can probably hear me coming from the floor anyway. It's not that insulated in this office that I'm in at the moment. How many kilos? Yeah, so that would be, it would be about 6.5 kilos, Peter, per stone. If I'm getting my my sums right, about 6.5 kilos. So about so about 13 kilos heavier. Hang on. Yeah, about 13 kilos heavier. So it's still substantial weight, don't get me wrong. But I'm just not sure it's going to be as relevant in this fight. But a bit different if they're both sluggers. Look out. Who's that there? Not quite sure. Is that Russian? All right, well, let's hope we've got about, what is it, 6:52 in the AM. Let's hope we get the boys out very, very soon. All right, so they're interviewing Joseph Parker. He looks in pretty good nick at the moment too, Joseph Parker, and Lennox Lewis. And he looks good too, Lennox. I think he goes back up the other day a little bit, didn't he? I think they were saying about if Tyson wins, will he be the greatest heavyweight of all time? And I think he took exception, to be honest. I think he would argue that he's not even the best British heavyweight of all time. And I think Lennox Lewis has got claims still at the moment. Even if Fury wins today, Lennox Lewis just being still a little bit ahead of Tyson Fury. What do you guys think? Yep, 14 pounds equals a stone. Usyk versus Fury, battle of the feints. Should go the distance, in my opinion. Stoppage either way will be pleasantly surprising for me. Yeah, well, I've got it on points, Andy. I think Usyk boxes really well. I think he's got the ring generalship, the IQ, whatever you want to call it, to keep Fury away. And if he gets close to time up. Now, there was some talk in the chat yesterday with the live preview that I did that Mark Nelson is a referee. If you're not familiar with Mark Nelson, he refereed the Horn-Pacquiao fight. That's probably the main one I can remember. And he allowed Horn to get in close and rough Pacquiao up. So will he do the same today with Tyson Fury, to let him get in close with Usyk? But he's still got to get close enough to Usyk to do that. I've got a feeling Usyk will time up, spin him, and try and keep away from him, at least early. Don't be surprised if later in the fight, if Usyk's had success earlier on boxing Fury, around 7th or 8th round, we see Usyk actually starting to come forward and really starting to go after Fury. Just a gut feeling, but we'll see. There's Glenn. How you going there, mate? Morning to you as well. Yeah, good win for the Irish, though it was. It was the Irish, was he? I thought it was English, mate. Sorry, but great win. Yes, Andy. Go the Aussie. All about the feints. Yeah, well, it's a good point that they both do it, don't they? Fury has a suspect chin. Jeez, he's gotten up a few times against Wilder, Peter. But look, he has been dropped a few times. But some of the knockdowns he's had have been pretty devastating knockdowns. He's got up. The first fight with Wilder, I know that gets probably shown in the highlight reel a lot. You know, he decked him with that big left hook, and Fury's on his back looking at the ceiling. If you look at that knockdown carefully, I don't think it was a big knockdown at all. And I'm glad the referee didn't panic at that stage and stop the fight. Because if you look at it, Wilder throws the right hand and Fury sort of goes with the right hand. And then the left hook comes back. And it was almost like his momentum put him on his back. It wasn't the power of the punch. So I don't think that was a big one. I thought the couple of knockdowns in the other two fights were a lot bigger, and I thought he handled those really, really well. So, and I don't think Usyk, I don't think has got the power to do that to Fury. Can he stop him? Absolutely, with an accumulation of punches, maybe later in the fight. But I just can't see, even if Fury has got a bit of a suspect chin, I can't really see Usyk testing that chin and dropping Fury with a legitimate shot. And just now, okay, so now we're seeing Usyk getting wrapped, but again, we're only an hour before the fight. You would think by now they'd be all ready to go, but he's only halfway through his second hand there. I think can't see his first hand there. He's got the Beijing Olympics tattoo on his arm there. So again, I'm not quite sure if this footage is an hour old. I'm not sure, but Usyk stoppage after the ninth, quite possible, James, for sure, mate. Glenn, I'd add Usyk rear hand to Fury's body is going to be important. Well, that's probably one thing that hasn't been mentioned, Glenn, and that is Usyk throwing body punches to Fury. I'm not quite sure Fury would be able to be hurt to the body. There's a lot of padding there, of course, but I think downstairs, I think he'd be quite durable. I think, Glenn, well, I mean, who knows? I think Usyk will be more just, as you guys have said, balking, fainting, looking for the openings, boom, boom, and then not be there, not allow Fury. And look, as I said, I compared it to Home Spinks number 2 yesterday, that could we see, and if you haven't seen that fight, Larry came out smoking. He lost that first fight to Michael Spinks, and he came out hard for the first 3 or 4 rounds, and then faded, and Spinks come back. 15-round fight, though, by the way. This is only 12, obviously. I can sort of see a little bit of that happening, but is that really Fury's style to really come out and go after an opponent? Don't know. It's just me. While I can see Fury winning the fight, it's a distant thing for me. I can just see Usyk winning the fight on points, and I can't see Usyk stopping him. Well, maybe stopping him late, but as I said, I just see him winning on points. Fury just struggling to cope with the pace or the speed and the movement of Alexander Usyk. But who knows? We'll see soon enough anyway, won't we? Now, the tail of the tape with co-main, 28 years old, Jai Opetaia, 39 is Breeders. Debuted in 2015, Opetaia, Breeders in 2009. So Jai 24-0, 19 KOs. Breeders 28-2 with 20 KOs. And interestingly, the rounds boxed 167 to Breeders, 102 for Jai Opetaia. Oh, this is interesting. Probability to win. I haven't seen that one before. 77% to Jai, 18% for Breeders. Okay, we're getting a bit technical these days, aren't we? So Taylor takes the fight going the distance. People are saying yes, 41%, no, 59%. So that seems to be the consensus that either way this fight will end by stoppage. Hang on, we've got there Chad. Looking forward to Navarrete fight later on. Yeah, it's going to be a big day, isn't it, mate? Always fun to watch. Richard Torres Jr. is on the card too. He's a beast. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that card, Chad. So they're about to announce the guys here. So it's 6:58 in the AM at the moment. So good timing. Yeah, I forgot about that, Chad. But yeah, I'll be watching. It's sort of been forgotten about, hasn't it, this weekend? But yeah, it should be a great card as well. I'm not quite sure. Is it on ESPN here in Australia? I'm sure it will be. Or is it DAZN? Either way, we'll check it out. Andy says, Lennox, the Lion, has achieved more than Fury in his time, but each fighter only as good as their own era. Usyk, if victorious today, will be compared to Holyfield. Yep, very good call, Andy. Feet and speed kill, yes. Going after Usyk is a mistake. He can deal with that. I agree, James. And for me, I think that's his only path to victory for me. I just think, I'm not quite sure he's going to outbox Usyk. And if he tries to slag with him, I just think Usyk's got the know-how and ability to evade it. So Marius Breeders making his way into the ring, and whoever it was before, I think it was Damien, the Essendon supporter, you'll be happy because he's wearing the red and black. People forgot how good an amateur Jai was and how long he's been fighting. Yeah, he went to the Olympics at 17 years of age, guys. That is just amazing. Unbelievable. And I went in 1996 in Atlanta, and you're fighting big, strong, solid men, and to have and at heavyweight, to have a 17-year-old kid fighting established heavyweights, amazing, just amazing. And he had a very, very good amateur career. I'm pretty sure did he win the, actually that might have been Justice when he won the Junior World. So the guy can fight. He's just been fighting since he's been a little kid. And that's, I think, sometimes, Peter, I think a lot of people forget, even like when they watch them as pros, that the substantial amateur experience some of these guys have. And I know a lot of fans don't rate the amateurs, but I assure you, amateur boxing is all about technique. It's not like the pros where it's about conditioning and heart and strategy. Amateur boxing is 100% purely based on skill. So, and they're coached that way, especially the Eastern Bloc countries. So it's a little bit underrated. Usyk, Lomachenko, these types of guys, how much or how many fights these guys have. And I'm not quite sure how many Jai had, but I'm pretty sure it was a fair bit. Speaking of Jai, he's about to enter the ring at the moment. Just waiting for him there. Yeah, Peter, Jai won a World Junior Championship. Yep, I thought that was the case. When is the Paul fight? July 20th, Peter. And no, we're not talking about that. Bacon and eggs. How are you there, mate? Come on, Aussie. Come on. Yeah, let's go. Coffee o'clock. It might be time soon, mate. I might be able to grab a quick one after this fight, but we'll see. I'm just on the waters at the moment. All right, so Jai doing his ring walk now, dressed in the royal blue and white. So if you're a North Melbourne supporter or is it Canterbury or the Bulldogs in the rugby league, wearing the royal blue and white. And he's got that look in his eyes as normal. I love how he wears the Pacific Islander piece around his neck, paying homage to his heritage as well. And that's what I love about Jai. Pays respect and homage to the Pacific Islands, so Samoa, but also Australia as well. He's a proud Australian Samoan. Yeah, good call there, Peter. Amateur boxing is where you get your boxing foundation. 100% you do. That's where you learn how to box. And when you're a pro, you just tweak it so you can do it for longer and be harder, stronger, and obviously a little bit more strategy in there as well. As Jai Pataya enters the ring, and he looks in very, very good condition, Jai Pataya. Looks ready to go. There's Ben Kilty in there holding the IBF belt. Eddie Hearn, of course. Didn't get dressed up in the suit tonight, Eddie Hearn. He's just got the all black kit on. Yeah, let's go. So I think we're in for a very, very good fight here, guys. And I will be, we'll probably more commentate this one or give you a blow-by-blow description. There's Mark Wilson. Mick Francis in the corner there. Had a good talk to Mick before he went to Saudi Arabia. Some big things happening for him as well, probably later in this year. Last fight was great, but I have a feeling Jai is going to get him out of there in the first half. Let's hope so, Chad. Jeez, he's got that Mike Tyson sort of look and aura about him, Jai, which is not really what he started. He's more of that technical boxer. He could punch, but he seems to have just evolved into a fighter that just wants to take you out, doesn't he? He's just got that look in his eyes today. All right, Andy, let's go. Breeder's certainly no slouch despite age gap. Definitely gave Usyk and Jai the toughest. Yep, he did, mate. All right, so they're just introducing the fighters and judges: Dion Duarte from South Africa, Robin Taylor from the US, and Bob Williams from England. The referee is Howard Foster. Haven't seen him before. I'm not quite sure where he's from. Probably a neutral country, no doubt. Peter, Jai's our last hope. Don't forget about the girls, Peter. We've got a couple of world champions for the girls at the moment. Hasn't been a good year for the guys, though, has it? What is it? We've had Tim Zhu, Michael Zarafa, Jason Maloney, Andrew Maloney so far. George Kambosos, of course. So what's that? 0-5 so far. Have I missed anyone? Well, we've obviously got Liam Paro next month. Oh, Liam Wilson was the other one as well. So there's 6. So, yeah, not a great start to the year for us Aussies. But isn't it great just to see Aussies in regular world title fights? It's just to think that we'd have one fighter back in the day who was all about. Now there's, I think we worked out, was it 11 or 12 Aussies? A couple of them were the girls, of course, but that is just a crazy amount. Introducing Jai. Taking the robe off there. From Sydney, Australia. 24-0, 19 knockouts. Eddie Hearn knows a good thing, doesn't he? Yeah, Peter. Zoo will be back, and obviously he's got a shot as well. So it's Zoo. It's Liam Paro. Who else is there coming up? I think, is that about it? I think we've had 6 so far, 6 or 7. I don't count Tim's not a real loss, yeah. Morally anyway, Anthony's not a loss. So there he is. Jai Pattaya gets his introductions, and we're about to go to centre ring. A little bit subdued over there in the moment. I was looking for Tassie Brown there. Where's he? He was going to be ringside there in the media section. All right, so the boys go to centre ring. And what I like about Jai as well, he doesn't look them in the eye. Doesn't need to. He's got so much confidence in himself. He's ready to go. He looks at the floor. He knows what he's got to do. He doesn't need to stare someone down in the centre of the ring to know what he's got to do. And I love that about him. Just one of those throwback fighters. All right. About to start round number 1. Let's do it. Put the seatbelts on, Peter. That's for sure. As we're going to round 1. Opatai versus Breeders 2. Jai coming forward in that southpaw stance. Breeders moving to his right, which is unusual with that typical European style. Both just pouring out the lead hands at the moment. Jai in the royal blue and white. Breeders in the red and black. Very cautious start so far. Jai throws a left to the body. Breeders content just to move to his right. I'm curious he's moving to his right, which is obviously Jai's preferred direction. And Jai's actually still got a little bit of an amateur style as well, but he's incorporated that power now. Both guys balking, feinting, looking for opening. So a very cautious start, but you get the feeling that this is going to heat up as we go. And Jai just poking out that lead hand. Just trying to see what gloves he's got on there. Breeders has got the rival gloves. Grants, I think, are they, that Jai's got on? And Breeders been very cautious here. He's barely thrown a punch so far. We're halfway through the first round. Jai's coming forward, pushing the fight. Looking for that left hand to the body at the moment too, Jai. You can see that might be a strategy. He's jabbing to the head and then throwing a left to the body. Hasn't landed one yet, though. And Breeders, not sure he's even thrown a punch yet. Just a few pouring out left. Good little 1-2 to the body from Jai Pattaya there. And Breeders looking very cautious. Left hand that gets blocked by Breeders. So it hasn't been a bad start from Jai so far. He's pushed the pace. He's coming forward, looking for the openings, and Breeders has been very conservative. Does throw a right hand there that Jai easily blocks. Good start from Jai Pattaya so far. 35 seconds to go in the round. Right to the body from Breeders. And Jai says, just keep it up there, buddy. So you can see the respect these two guys have got for each other. They absolutely went to war last time, and that happens. But you get the feeling that as the fight goes on, we're going to see some bombs being thrown. So 10 seconds to go in the first round. I think it's been a good round so far for Jai. Won the round more so just on his work rate and pushing Breeders back. And that is the end of round 1. They sort of touched gloves there. I think Breeders went to, and Jai brushed him off. But a good round from Jai. I'm going to give that round to him. So round number 1, Jai Opatai. Close round though. Not a lot of action. Both guys just pouring with the lead hand. Just thought Jai was a little bit busier. Did land a couple of shots to the body. Breeders was just too cautious for me, and I think Jai won that round. Can you let me know when the second round starts? I want to sync the fight with your stream. Okay, mate. How far behind am I? I'm probably thinking of about 30 seconds. So when the bell rings, I'll let you know. So they're in the corner at the moment. Mark Wilson giving him his instructions. And Jai looking very, very calm and relaxed. It's always good to get that first round out the way. All right, guys. So we're about to round 2. And there goes the bell right there. Yep, feeling out round there, Glenn. So into round 2. Same start as the previous round. Jai coming for. He's definitely looking for that left hand. There's some punches from Breeders. Not really anything got through though. And Jai spears that jab out. Jai definitely looking to push the pace. So there's a 1-2 on the ropes from Jai. Breeders comes back, but Jai lands. A little bit more action in this round. Couple of good exchanges to start this round. Both guys landed punches, but I think Jai probably got the better of it. As he pokes out the jab again. Breeders looking a little bit more active this round, and who knows, maybe we just got that first feeling out round, and that's going to be it now. We're going to get down to it. But now Breeders is just starting to hold his ground a little bit. Jai trying to be busy, but Breeders is not really giving him any angles or any openings that he can exploit at the moment. Yeah, uppercut and a right hand from Breeders. Jai continuing to walk forward. There's a double jab and then a right hand to the body that misses or is blocked from Breeders. But a better round from him this round. And Breeders sits in the corner. Good left hand and then a right hook from Jai. But Breeders is going with him. He actually hits Jai on the back of the head there. Yeah. Gets a warning for it. Better round from Breeders, but I still think maybe Jai's landed just the better shot. Still anyone's round with 50 seconds to go. Some good exchanges this round. And I suppose it was always going to happen, wasn't it? They were going to open up. But I've got a feeling that Breeders is not going to want to open up on Jai because Jai seems to have the cleaner shots at the moment. Breeders throws there, but Jai lands a right hook. Yeah, right uppercut and the left just grazes Breeders' chin there. Yeah, lot better round this one, guys. And we've got 10 seconds to go in round number 2. All right, so there's the end of round number 2. Now, look, that was a lot closer round, I thought. Not that the first round wasn't close-ish, but I'm still going to give it to Jai. I just thought even though Breeders engaged a lot more, he threw some good punches. I think Jai still landed the cleaner shots to me, got the better of those exchanges. Breeders, as I said, did engage well. I just think that Jai got the better, landed the cleaner shots. So I'm going to give that round to Jai as well. So I've got him 2 rounds to 0. Maybe not conclusive enough to say they were definitely his rounds, but for me, 2 rounds to 0 for me for Jai Pataya. But Breeders did open up a little bit in that round. It's only round number 2, so I've got a feeling here we're going to see this really start to light up in the next couple of rounds. Peter would be in Breeders' head. He broke Jai's jaw and he couldn't put him down. Jai loves the contest. Yeah, we certainly got the better of the exchanges there, Peter. Oh, good right hook there on the replay from Jai Patai. All right, there's the bell for round number 3. And we'll just see what the guys on the telecast have it scored. Now Breeder's starting to come forward. that really awkward style. Jai's got he comes at you, he's got those hands really high. I mean, they're literally at his forehead. There's a 1-2 that just falls short. There's Jai Pataya. The left hand from Jai there lands, misses the second. Left hand misses the second left hand. And you can see that if you're watching this, that Briedis he's looking to counter punch, but at the moment Jai's just a little bit too quick for him. And I'm not sure trying to be on the back foot counter punching Jai is going to work. Jai's a very, very classy and skilled boxer. And he threw a right hand there that Jai just saw coming and just pretty much just brushed away. Oh, nice left hand from Jai on the counter. And I think Briedis felt that one because he's now backing up. A little smirk on his face. Geez, Jai looks confident. He really does. So minute 20 to go in round number 3. Good round so far again for Jai Pataya. Just seems to have the answers at the moment. Briedis just looks like just a split second off, and Jai's countering him every chance he gets. You can see he wants to push the pace as Briedis, but he's counter punching. I'm not sure. As I said, that's the way to go. As he backs to the ropes, yeah, good call. Get off the ropes, Briedis. I'll do that as well if I was you. Misses a right hand there, Briedis, and Jai just looks too slick at the moment. I mean, it's only round 3, of course. But Jai with that high guard coming forward, he's poking that. Seems to be poking the right hand and then looking for that sharp left hand. Then that's actually a really good sharp shot left hand to the body of Briedis. So it might be a little bit different strategy this time of going to the body a bit more. Another punch on both guys exchange punches on the back of the head, and Jai says, enough of that, please. But Jai being a lot busier. He's pushing the pace. Briedis bowls in the right hand that is easily blocked by Jai. And Jai just looking very, very classy at the moment as round number 3 ends. And again, for me, another round for Jai Pataya. I've got him winning 3 rounds to 0 at the moment. Now, I wonder, where are we? If I can... where are we? Oh, I'm going to put... Just bear with me here, guys. Was it 30? I'm going to put that on there. There we go. That's my scorecard as it stands. Can you see that? I'm going to put it in the corner there. That's how I have it at the moment, guys. There's my running scorecard. I'll have to update that every round, but we'll see how we go. All right, what's that there? Jai, his activity in Briedis lack thereof since the first fight, pursuing Jake Paul. Should play a part here, only 3rd round, but we'll see. Yep, Jai's balance and rhythm is a joy to watch. As we go into round number 4, and there's my running scorecard as we go there, guys. I've got it 30-27. Oh, good start to the round by both boys here. Both throw a couple of good punches, and Jai's up to the task. Briedis is trying to throw some heavy shots, but Jai's actually welcoming him to come in and exchange. Briedis does land a right hand there, though. Probably the first exchange that Briedis actually, I thought, maybe got the better of just then. So round number 4 of 12. And Briedis throws a right, left, and clinches. Yeah, Chad, he's definitely picking up the pace now. Well, they both are. Remember this from the first fight. Jai, the first half of the fight, pretty much dominated. Of course, the broken jaw played a part. But then Briedis really came home strong. And I can't remember the actual scorecards, but I think it ended up being quite close. And Briedis, good job of making Jai miss this round. And Jai, just for the first time, just looking a little frustrated. This is what Breeders wants. So I think he wants Jai to come in recklessly, and he wants to counter him. But the speed advantage is still with Jai. And Breeders lands a left uppercut there. Better round from Breeders for sure. Good left hand to the body. Left hand to the head miss though from Jai. Or was blocked. Misses the right hook. Is good little turn from Breeders. Gets out of the corner. Better round from Breeders so far. So still anyone's round with a minute to go. Does seem just a little frustrated at the moment, Jai. Does land a sort of skimming right hook there. But I think this round, Breeders I think he's actually boxed quite well. And comes in pretty awkward exchange there, but did catch Jai off balance. So 30 seconds to go in round number 4. And look, it's inevitable that Breeders is going to win rounds, but I think this is looking more likely his first. He's boxed actually quite well this round, I think. Let me know what you guys think. Now picking up, we've got 40 people watching. It's good at this time of the morning. What is it, 20 past 7? As we come towards the end of round 4. There it is. There's the bell. And I've got to say, I'm going to give the first round of the fight to Breeders. So for me, I now have it. I'll just alter this as we go. Hope that works. There we go. 39-37 for me after 4 rounds. I'll see if I can alter this. Hang on. Let me just... so I might put it like this. Open tire. 39. What's his name? Breeders. If I've got to spell it right here. Does that work better? Use that. There you go. I think that's how they sort of do it on the TV. All right. Got it 4-0, Glenn. Yeah, as I said, I gave that round to Breeders. I just thought he boxed a little bit better, and Jai was not as busy as he'd been in the last few rounds, but it was close, mate. I'm not going to argue with that, but I'm just going to err on the side of caution that the judges are going to give Breeders rounds. It's just going to happen. So I've got it 3-1 for Jai at the moment as we go into round number 5. Jai comes out again on the front foot. I'm not sure whether I saw some blood in that last round too on the eye of Breeders, so I'll let you know. If you can see it, let me know. If they did, they cleaned it up pretty well. Left hand lands from Jai Pataya. Okay, so the commentators agree with you, Glenn. They've given Pataya all 4 rounds so far. They have it 40-36. But yeah, there's been a couple of close rounds there, but yeah, I'm not going to argue with that. So Breeders on the ropes. Jai coming forward. And another hit on the back of the head there from Breeders. So was it round number 5? Yeah, Jai coming forward. Throws that left hand to the body. Breeders just like he's slowing just a little bit in round number 5. Looks just slightly gassed. Jai looks as fresh as a daisy. Does throw a right hand to the body followed by a left hook Breeders, but neither land. And Jai doesn't look like he'd blow out a candle at the moment as he spears out a good right jab. Blocks a couple of counters from Breeders there. Minute to go in round number 5, and Jai's boxed well this round. Not a lot of punches thrown here, guys. Not a lot of action, but Jai just doing what he has to do to win the round. Left hand to the body, barely misses there as the boys clinch. So 30 seconds to go in round number 5. Good round for Jai, I think, so far. Purely just by activity. Brutus is, I don't know whether he's taking a round off or whatever it might be, but has not been active at all. And Jai's pretty much done is just push forward and poke out the jab and throw the odd left hand here or there, but that's all he's needed to do. 10 seconds to go. Right to the body misses from Brutus there. Yeah, his body shots are good there, Peter. And end of round 5, so I'm going to give that round to Jai Opataya. So for me, he now moves to, what's that, 4 rounds to 1. All right, I think that's right. Oh, they're interviewing Ryan Garcia at the moment, so anything's possible here. I can't sort of hear what he's saying, but that's probably a good thing. Anthony, Brutus Hope getting sucked out of him. Yeah, well, 5 rounds. I think I've been kind to him, giving that 1 round, but I've got it 4 rounds to 1 for Opataya, 49-46. Brutus out of ideas. It looks that way, doesn't it, Glenn? It looks like he's whatever strategy he's come into the fight with hasn't really worked, and he hasn't really got any answers at the moment, has he? That was a very quick interview with Ryan Garcia. All right, so we go to round number 6. Here we go. So he does come out a little bit more aggressively, does Brutus, but I think that's exactly what Jai wants. Yeah. Whoa, good. Brutus threw the first couple and Jai landed a beautiful left hand. Got the attention. He does land a counter right hand though, Brutus. Not bad, not a bad shot. Left hand, and there's a lot of blood now coming from the nose of Brutus. That left hand hurt. That nose again. Remember, he broke his nose in the first fight. That was that. I think you'll see that's and I wouldn't be surprised if that nose is broken again. The way it's bleeding there, and that definitely got his attention. It was a beautiful counter left hand. He came in recklessly, Brutus, and Jai made him pay. And maybe that was his last hurrah there, I think, Brutus, because he went out and went for it, and he got hurt, and looks like he suffered another broken nose. Yeah, Jai just poking those shots out now. He looks very comfortable. Left to the body as well from Jai. Very good round so far. We're just past the halfway point of round number 6. Some big shot. Another big left hand from Jai there lands. And Brutus is trying to go with him. But Jai so far has just got all the answers. I'm agreeing with you there, Peter. Pound for pound after this fight, the way he's fighting at the moment. Another beautiful left hand as well. Snap back the head of Brutus. And blood is absolutely everywhere at the moment on Brutus's face. It looks like a replay of the first fight. Mate, I'm thinking he could, the way this fight's going, Peter, this could put him in the top 10. It's one thing to be bowling over the also Rens out there or the fringe guys, but when you do it against a guy like Brutus, and that nose is definitely broken, 100%. There was blood everywhere. So 30 seconds to go, round number 6, and a big round for Jai Opataya. And you got to wonder sort of if there is a stage where Brutus says, look, I'm 39. Do I really need this? I've come back and had a crack. I don't think anyone would forgive him if he bailed out at some stage, to be honest. Yeah, Peter, he's superstar, right? Good left to the body from Jai. This time it was more of a hook than a straight left. Look, Brutus he's firing back, but just looks a step behind Jai at the moment. And yeah, that nose is 100% broken, guys. He's got a cut across the bridge of the nose as well. All right, so I've got it 59-55 for Opatire at the moment. But again, that round I gave Breedis, very questionable as well. Could have gone either way. I'm trying to be kind. And after start was a left, I think it was a left hook there as Breedis come in that did the damage there. I thought it might have been a straight left, but it was like a hook. Yeah. Oh, you can see his nose pretty much split on the spot. Oh, and then a left hand afterwards, straight down the pipe on the ropes. Look, I think the way the fight's going at the moment, what are we, 6 rounds in? The way it's going at the moment, I wouldn't be surprised in another 2 or 3 rounds this fight might be stopped. Look, Breedis is tough, he's hard, he's going to go out in his shield, but Jai just spent a masterclass so far. So round number 7. Yeah, that's an interesting one there. Anthony, is he top 5 pound for pound? I think he's definitely going to be top 10, I would think. But, yeah. And to his credit here, Breedis is actually coming forward. But I think he does land a right hand there. But I think Jai is just quite settled in the fight now. And I think he'll just take his time. And you're right, Anthony. Breedis is no mug. That is 100% sure. And again, like the first fight, if Jai does get reckless and get caught, does that sort of swing back to Breedis' way? Did land a right hand, did Breedis. Good start to the round. He's won the first minute of the round, no doubt. And a couple of good shots. So Jai's got to be careful who he doesn't get reckless. He does look good, looks settled, looks comfortable, but one shot can change that very quickly. And yeah, it hasn't been a bad first half of the round for Marius Breedis. Jai's just been a little reckless coming in. He's just been caught a couple of times, but what are we, only halfway through, so... But still, Jai looks so fresh. Just loading up a little bit at the moment, Jai. He probably needs to get back to that jab and setting him up a little bit, I think. He's just got a little bit sort of load up happy this round. Oh, 1-2 from Breedis lands. Good round from Breedis so far. Not sure how you guys see it, but I think Breedis has won this round so far. I mean, we've still got 45 to go, but... Oh, good body shots from Jai. Jai still coming forward, but hasn't really landed a lot this round. And Breedis has actually boxed pretty well. Probably a good call. Don't try and take Jai on. Get back on the move and start boxing and let Jai come to you. It's probably not a bad strategy. 10 seconds to go in round number 7. Close round, guys, but look, I'm going to, again, play devil's advocate. I'm going to give that round to Breedis. I just don't think Jai sort of really landed anything of note in that round. I thought that Breedis boxed well, landed the better shots. Jai was still pretty aggressive, and I'm not going to argue if it went to Jai, by the way, but I just thought Jai came forward, threw a few punches, didn't really land anything. I just thought Breedis boxed quite well and landed a couple of good shots. So I'm going to just give that round to Marius Breedis. So I have it, you see there, 68, 65. Okay, so you agree, Glenn. I'm glad I'm not seeing things here. Good round for Breedis. He just boxed a little bit better that round. I wouldn't read too much into it so far. I think Jai just maybe got a little bit impatient, went for the knockout, and left himself open a little bit. I think you would think this round that Jai will go back to what won him those first few rounds. All right, so we're going to round number 8. Been a good fight so far. Be interesting to see how the commentators have it. Left to the body to start the round from Jai. Breeders misses a right to the body. Yeah, lands the uppercut there, Breeders. The good thing so far, though, is that Jai's not busted up like the first fight. So I think he'll adjust and get back on track. But credit to Breeders, like a true champion. He's reset and got his rhythm back. Pretty even start to round number 8, though, from both guys. Another left to the body from Jai, just skims off the elbows of Breeders. So almost at the halfway point of round, I think they both hit heads there. Yeah, the referee says, watch those heads, guys. So pretty even round so far. We're halfway through. Breeders lands a lead right hand there. But he is clinching a lot, Breeders. He looks like he's wanting to punch and then hold. I don't know whether he's fatigued or that's his strategy. A 1-2 from Opataya. So power punches. 40 from Opataya, 28 from Breeders. Percentage 30 for Opataya, 27 for Breeders. Look, this is a tough round to score. Both have landed a couple of half-decent shots, but it's been a bit scrappy. A lot of holding, a lot of clinching, a lot of wrestling. At least they seem to have stemmed the flow from that nose anyway. So 25 seconds to go, round number 8. So Jai still looks the fresher fighter, but Breeders has been hanging in there. Oh, low blow from Breeders. And the referee tells him to keep them up. Accidental, was in close. Jai says, let's go. Waves him on. Look, that was an even round. I am going to give it to Jai Pattaya, though. I just thought he was the more aggressive fighter, pushed the action a lot more, landed some couple of good lefts to the body. So I'm going to probably even up for that earlier round that I gave to Breeders, and I'm going to give that round to Jai Pattaya. So for me, I have it 78-74 for Jai Pattaya. Does that add up? Yeah, 8 rounds, yep. So what have we got? 4 rounds to go. I've missed a couple of comments there. Andy, the crowd looks awesome. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the crowd is, how many they've actually got there. It does look pretty good in there, although the lighting is messes it up a little bit. But yeah, it does look a healthy crowd where you would expect so. All right, so we're about to enter round number 9. And there's the bell, round number 9. So what's that? 78-74 for me. 6 rounds to 2. Another straight left to the body from Jai. So you get the impression Brutus has been told he needs to pick it up. He's starting to come forward a little bit more. Misses the right hand to the body there. And does throw the right hand, but Jai lands a good right off the counter. How do we have it out there, guys? If you're watching, do you agree with me? 6 rounds to 2, or you got it more so for Jai, or is it a little bit closer? A little bit similar round this one to the last one. Jai coming forward looking to initiate, but at this stage, Breeder's a little bit apprehensive. He seems to have gone back into his shell a little bit. Oh, there's a right hook off the again off the counter from Jai. So halfway through round number 9. Just a really good performance from Jai so far. Hasn't done anything he shouldn't do. He's just boxed well. He's been looking. He's been pushing the pace. Good punches thrown. Been a good performance so far from him as he counters with the left hand there. Again, just boxes so well. Is so good on his feet. Throws beautiful punches. So just under a minute to go. Round at number 9. Opatai landed a good right hook. Breeder's tried to come back, but yeah, James, I agree there. He's been very patient this round, isn't he? He's just doing enough to win the rounds. Unlike the first fight where he probably got a little bit too excited and obviously with the jaw and everything. I just think this time he's just done exactly what he has to do. Knows obviously what Breeders has got to offer, and just fought a good fight so far. So we've got 15 seconds to go around number 9. And I think another good round from Jai Pataya. And Breeders at this stage does look, that blood has started to come from his nose again. I think he's definitely starting to look a little bit worse for wear and might have done as much as he can so far. So I agree Glennie's Jai sort of taken the round off, but I still think he did enough to win the round. Wasn't the most exciting round, but Jai just pushed the pace. Breeders didn't really do a lot. So for me, 88-83. So what's that? 7 rounds to 2. It's not a bad thing though, is it there, Glenn? He's taken the round off and still won the round. So 3 rounds to go, and then we're into the big one. So I'd say the main event will probably be on between 8:15 and 8:30, I would think. What's that, Andy? Jai pacing himself better than the first fight. Yep, I agree with that. Jai went all out early in the first fight, and Breeders came back strong towards the end. Yeah, exactly right there, mate. Remembering that first fight, Jai did the first half of the fight. He worked really, really hard, and then the experience of Breeders came in and almost got him over the line. So I think we're seeing a lot more mature Jai Pataya this time out. So round number 10. And for me, as I said, Jai winning 88-83 on my card. It's another warning for hitting on the back of the head. Jai's not happy about it. So again, just a little bit uneventful start to the round. Left to the body from Jai. Microphone there. Replay of the last round, really. Although Breeders is coming forward, throws a couple of body shots there that all were blocked quite easily from Jai. And a right uppercut left hand counter from Jai Pataya there. I think they almost clashed heads there. The referee says, yep, watch your heads. Not sure there's a cut there. No, I think we're all good. So halfway through round number 10. Yeah, he's still, Brutus again warned for punching on the back of the head. I'm not quite sure how many warnings he has to have. So a minute to go in round number 10. It's amazing how quick these fights go, isn't it? I think, is Jai bleeding or is it from the face of Breeders. Jai does have blood on his face. So I'm not sure whether it was that clash of heads might have given him a small cut. So I'm not sure whether it's his nose, but he's definitely bleeding, is Jai. And it might have been that head clash, I think, that that might have done the damage. But both guys with damaged noses. It's going to be a nice photo after. Oh, big left hand. Right uppercut and then a left hand from Jai. Good punches. But Breeders fights back. Jai just looks... Is he in a little bit of trouble here? Goes down to his knees, but it's not called a knockdown. I think Breeders might have won this round so far. I think he's won the round. Tommy's... No, he's not a hype job, Tommy. 75 years, 39. Former world champion. Well, no, I don't think he's a hype job, mate. I thought he's the first 9 rounds. I thought he boxed beautifully. No, look, that he did land a big left hand, Jai, and even though Breeders come on slightly at the end, I think I'm still going to give that round to Jai. What do you guys think? Landed a couple of grazing punches at the end, but I think the first 2 minutes of the round was Jai, so I'm still going to give that round to him. But a close round. So I've got it 98-92 after 10 rounds. But he doesn't need to take unnecessary risks. In that round, he did get a little bit excited, started to trade a lot with Breeders and wore a couple. So, what's that, Andy? The way Jai boxing is, Breeders struggled to find answers. Breeders knows how to be grubby too. He's drawn blood out of Jai now. Expect Breeders to bring in heavy last 2 rounds. Yeah, I think so too. Andy, I think Jai's just got to box smart the last 2 rounds. He's got the fight won. Although Breeders is going for it here in round number 11. And credit to Breeders, he's putting on the line. He's throwing bombs. And does he have Jai a little bit hurt there? And Jai, he looks a little bit weary at the moment. He's got blood coming out of that nose and looks a little bit gassed all of a sudden. No worries, David. Thanks for tuning in, mate. So both boys with bloodied up noses. But good start to the round from Marius Breeders. And yeah, Jai now it was almost like the first fight, just with a click of the fingers. Jai looks the worse for wear now, and Breeders coming on strong and winning. I think winning this 11th round. Will it be enough? I don't think so, but he's going for it. So halfway through round number 11. Geez, David, it's a bit rough. You've got to go to work on a Sunday morning at 8 o'clock. Geez. Penalty rates should be good anyway, mate. So, so Breeders continuing to walk forward. Jai being more defensive this round. And he's worn some shots. Both guys, again, like the first fight, covered in blood. Minute to go in round number 11. And I think good round for Breeders so far. Now, Jai pushing the pace. I'm not sure why he would probably feel the need to. I would think if Breeders is backing up and not interested in engaging, that if I was Jai Patara, I'd probably take a step back as well. No need to engage. Good left hand counter from Jai. 30 seconds to go round number 11. And the referee now is covered in blood as well. What's he saying there? Watch the heads. Oh, mate, there's only 25 seconds to go in the round. We've got 1 round to go. So it's been another grueling fight here, hasn't it? It really has. Now, this is better from Jai. On the move. I don't think he's won the round, but boxing cautious. And that is the end of round number 11. So I'm going to give that round to Breedis. But not enough for me. I think that's right there. And good shots there. He landed some really good shots. Yeah, Glenn, last round. Can Jai hang on again? Remember the last round of the first fight? Jai hanging on for dear life. I think he's done enough. I would hope that his corner telling him, don't trade with him. You got nothing to prove. Just box smart. Be on the move. Don't engage, because this is the only way Breedis can win. He's tired. He's gassed. He's desperate. He's going to go for it. So why give him the luxury of trading with him? If I was Jai, I'd be on the move. No need to go with him. What's that, Andy? Jai needs to be smart in the final round. Expect Breedis' corner to tell him he needs a KO. Yeah, well, that's what he needs exactly. So the boys touch gloves for round number 12. Last round of the fight. You can see my scorecard there, 107, 102 at the moment for Jai Pataya. So, yeah, I think Jai should just definitely box this round. Geez, Tommy, you're obviously not an Aussie, I don't think. I can't see how you'd have it a draw, mate. I can't see it 6 rounds to 5. Both got. I don't know why that Jai's exchanging with Breedis in his last round. Although according to your scorecard, Tommy, that he needs to win the round, but Breedis is going for it. It's just a replay of the first fight. It really is, as the commentators have said as well. They haven't put their scorecards up for a while, so I'm not sure how they see it. I just think Jai banked a lot of the early rounds. So Jai now coming forward. Breedis, what are we? A minute down in the round. Does look a little bit gassed now. We went for it in the first minute, but now Jai's starting to come forward. But again, I don't understand why Jai would be coming forward, pushing the fight. Good little combination there from Jai. Glenn. Good body shots from Jai in close, but he stays there and allows Breedis to throw. And Breedis lands. And Jai again, halfway through the last round, hanging on. It's amazing that for the first 6 or 7 rounds of the fight, it was going to be how much Jai, and all of a sudden he's hanging on. Yeah, not a bad point there, James, but I think, to risk getting knocked out, I don't know. It's not a bad point there, but I'd be telling him to just move and win the round. So we've got a minute to go in round number 12. An even round, though, we'll say. Jai's given as good as he's got in this round, but anyone's round in this last minute or 45 seconds. And how's the heart on both of these guys? This is a tough fight. Will we see number 3? Good jab from Jai. A 1-2. But Breedis is landing the heavier shots. Tough round to score this one. I think I'm not sure. I think Jai's actually won this last round. I think Breedis was good for the first minute, but I think Jai's won the last 2 minutes. He's boxed really, really well. Tries to close out hard, does Breedis, but Opatai, for me, won that round, and I think he's won the fight. All right, so I've got it 117, 111 is my unofficial cards. What's that? 9 rounds to 3. So, Tommy, not sure how you had it there, mate, but for me, I've got it 117, 111. Yeah, Glenn, agree, mate. Yep, Jai won the fight, but what a performance by Marius Breedis. Will we see number 3? I doubt it. I think both of these guys have had enough of each other. I forgot that too. Next week, guys. Josh Taylor and Jack Catterall, number 2. I wonder if Breedis is waving to the crowd there, thinking this might be it. 39 years of age. If he doesn't get the win here, and Mick Francis is looking at Jai saying, geez, not again. At least it's not his jaw this time anyway. 8-4, yeah, not going to argue with that, Glenn. I probably, probably gave that last round especially could have probably gone either way, and maybe 1 or 2 before that. So I still think Jai's a clear winner, but whether it's 9-3, 8-4, even 7-5, whatever, I just think Jai's done enough. Yeah, unanimous decision, Andy. I agree, mate. So we are literally about 20 to 25 minutes away from Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk. And the early start will be worth it. Not a bad point there, I will say. Glenn. Jai's power not going to translate to heavyweights. Not a bad point, mate. Yeah. And I've got to say, as good as he was, you still got to worry a little bit that he can get a little bit loose and get himself caught and rocked. And he it's like, I don't know, it's just the 2 fights with Breedis, but it was like really gassed very quickly. Like 1 minute looking totally fresh, in control, doing what he wants, and then 2 rounds later, hanging on for dear life, bloodied, gassed. It's amazing how, just like the first fight, how it turned. Yeah, looking forward to that. Jack Catterall, Josh Taylor next weekend on TYSON, guys, so check that one out too. All right, so just awaiting the decisions now. For me, 117, 111. I've got a feeling it might be a little bit closer than that on the official cards, to be honest. Surely they can't rob the Aussies again. Surely not. All right, here we go. Yeah, Andy, 100%, mate. He's a warrior. All right, here we go. $117, $111. 116, 112. Yes, Jai Pataya wins a unanimous decision. So 117, 111, which is the way I had it, and then 116, 112, which is the way that Glenn had it. So, as I said, mate, either way, a round or 2, but I think Jai Pataya, a deserving winner. Now the IBF Cruiserweight Champion of the world, and we have another Aussie world champion. Finally, after we've had George Kambosos, Tim Tszyu, the Maloney brothers, Liam Wilson, all drop fights this year. And Michael Zarafa, of course. Now we have an Aussie world champion. So well done to Jai Pataya. There's Ben Kilty, the Aussie delegate there for the IBF, giving the belt to Jai Pataya, and 100% deserved. But full credit to Marius Breedis, I will say. Fantastic effort from him at 39 years of age. Just did what he had to do. Yeah, some shaky moments at the end, which is a little concerning. But I don't think we can underestimate Marius Breedis and how tough he is, and how much heart he has, and power, and everything else. So he looked gassed halfway through the fight. Jai looked like he was going to stop him. Dug deep, came home to the point where it looked like he might even stop Jai at some stage. So, yeah, great win for. Come on, Tommy. Are you taking the piss, mate? Come on. Appetite payroll, mate. He won conclusively. No doubt whatsoever in that, Tommy. And I think you just start trolling a little bit here at the moment, aren't you? So all good. There's always one. It's okay. All right. I'm going to put up the. What is it? Usyk. We'll put him up. So both guys on 0-0. All right. So there's the scorecard ready to go for Fury and Usyk. Have another drink, says Glenn. At least he can speak this time. Last time he fought, he couldn't even he couldn't talk. Yeah, and Jai giving his props. Jai done the job. Breeders toughest chin around, 100%. 2 years inactive. Well, that's not Jai's fault. He was inactive, Tommy. He chose to be inactive, and yeah. Look, I'm not sure we'll see a third fight, Tommy. You never know. And look, I'm not going to argue that he deserves one. I just think though. I think that fight was conclusive enough for me to say that Jai is the true champion. He's done the job. He gave Breeders the rematch, even though, of course, it was for a vacant belt. But no, I think that might be it. I think Jai's proven he's number one in the division. But I do have concerns, though, about the heavyweight thing now. I know, but then again, I'm sure there might have been concerns about Usyk when he went to heavyweight as well, even Holyfield back in the day. Although Holyfield was a bit different type of fight and had the frame to really put that weight on. And he had good power, even at heavyweight. So we'll see. We'll see. Not much left for Jai at cruiserweight. Maybe 1 or 2 fights. Yeah. I think he'll have a broken nose after that. Yeah, bacon and eggs. That was a great fight. I agree, Jad. Yeah, no trilogy needed. Yeah. Jai's definitely a pound for pound warrior. Yeah. I'm not quite sure the way he finished the fight, Peter, that I would put him in. First half of the fight, he looked $1,000,000, didn't he? But I still don't think I'd have him after that last half of the fight, have him in the top 10 pound for pound. Pretty close, maybe in the top 12 or 13, but I think there's still a few fighters in front of him at this stage, but definitely potentially, mate, for sure. So, Peter, I thought Jai would win the unanimous decision. Hard man, Breeders. He is massive. Yeah, I'm not so sure, Tommy. I don't think there's maybe him, there's Riapor, there's Bill and Smith. I don't think any of them get close to Jai, I don't think. Zerto, yeah, he's tough and hard and experienced, but I'm just not sure he's going to be big enough for Jai. But anyway, that's not a bad fight. There's also maybe Badu Jack. There's a couple out there, but are they big fights? I think maybe one thing that might be for Jai is to have maybe 2 or 3 more fights, clean out the division, maybe unify the belts, and then if he does unify the belts, like with Usyk, it's a good platform into the heavyweights after that. But yeah, whoever said it before, it's definitely a concern if he's going to jump to heavyweight that he has been in a bit of trouble in both those fights with Breeders. So there's Glenn putting it mildly, punches holes in Zerto. I was trying to be polite, Glenn. So yeah, no, good performance. Now just 1 second here, guys. I'll be where are we? So, only one fight to go there, guys. Jeez, we've been on here for a couple of hours already. It's gone pretty quick, hasn't it? We've still got about 40 people watching, so that's good. We were up in the 50s there at one stage, I saw, but all good. I've had a couple of messages saying, why isn't it on main event? Well, you can't order it on the day of the fight, guys. You've got to get in early, and you would have known this a few days ago that it's not on main event. It's on DAZN. So if you haven't got DAZN, you're going to have to maybe watch me or someone else's channel to commentate the fight. All right, we're getting very, very close now, guys. So I reckon we're still about 15 minutes away from them. Although I think last time was that they had a really long lead into it. Let's hope we don't have that for this fight. Let's hope in 15 minutes time or whatever that they do the walks. Another good point there, Peter. Do people forget Breeders was unlucky not to get the win against Usyk? He was. That was a great fight. Yeah, Peter, sorry I missed your initial comment there. So will we see him again? It'll be interesting. Glenn, yeah, good. All right, what's everyone's predictions? Put it in there. I've said Usyk by decision. That's my prediction. But as I also said, I'm sort of hoping Fury wins just because I want that Fury Joshua fight next. It'll be massive. Yeah, Glenn, you agree with me? Cool. So Andy Brutus is Jai's toughest competition at cruiserweight. Jai likely beats the rest a little easier to unify the cruiserweight. Yeah, I don't think Bill and Smith is much of a worry. I don't think Azerto is much of a worry. I don't think Badu Jack's much of a worry. Yeah, I think he unifies the division if that's what he wants. Look at my. Is it there? All right. All right, Tommy Dokes, I've got a feeling you're an Englishman with a name like Tommy, Fury all day. Brutus still number 2 in the cruiserweights. Usyk by KO. That's an interest. I think you said that yesterday too, James. Yeah, well, maybe. So let's hope we don't get that long lead in, guys. I really don't want to be sitting here for 45 minutes, whatever it might be, and waiting. It's been a long morning. Jesus, an impressive looking stadium. So here we go, the Ring of Fire. We're going to have about 8 national anthems, I wonder. Yeah, not a bad point there, Tommy. The referee play. We did discuss this earlier. That Mark Nelson, who did the Pacquiao and Horn fight here in Australia, did allow Horn to really rough Pacquiao up. So if he allows Fury to do the same thing, well, it might sort of play into Fury's hands. But does he let Usyk clinch and hold and move, or does he allow Fury to punch? It's fascinating. There's so many things in his fight that will play a massive factor in who wins his fight, for sure. Quantum Leap likes Usyk on points. I have some dollars on a draw, but I want Usyk to win. A draw's not out of the equation, James. It's not a bad bet to make. My thing is, I think Usyk will win, but I want Fury to win. Can't wait for the punch on in the ring after the fight. Well, that might come, mate. There's always something, isn't there? Some of the people at ringside there, Holyfield there, Ryan Garcia, of course. Is that a soccer player? I'm not sure. Oh, there's David Hay. Yeah. Anthony Joshua, Ronaldo. All right. Yeah, and I'm with you there, Peter. Something will happen. Be the return of the fan man or something, I reckon. Been on the fence after flip-flopping lately, but going original for Usyk via decision. Full prop to Fury wins. Fury versus AJ next, still huge. Yeah, and that's why I'm sort of in some way hoping that Fury wins there. And I just want to see Fury and Joshua. I think it's destiny we get that fight. And look, we still might get it anyway, but would it have the same luster? I'm not sure. This is the time. If Fury wins today, this is it for Fury and Joshua. It would just be massive. Take it to the bank. Usyk stops Fury. I still can't see the way he stops him, mate. But hey, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I just can't see Usyk stopping Fury, but we'll see, won't we? Is there no way, mate? Bit early for the woohoos, mate. There's Jean-Claude Van Damme. Good to see him there. First thing first, Usyk versus Fury. Let's go. Yeah, no, good call, mate. Jai's in for the big dollars now. Yes, mate. He probably would have got paid pretty well for this one, I would probably think. Co-main, you'd think he would have got 2 or 3 million, I'm probably thinking. So they'll probably lose. There's no taxes over there, is there? But by the time you pay your managers and promoters and your team and expenses, you might lose $500,000 of that. What's that? Quantum Leap. Fury's old man is going to be headbutting everyone if Tyson Fury does win. Well, that's what we said before, mate. We that I think that if Fury loses, so if Usyk wins, I think Tyson Fury will. I think he'll accept it, no drama. He's deep down with all the antics and everything else. He's still a professional, and if he loses legitimately, I think he'll handle it quite well. But John Fury and the rest of the gypsies might be a little different. I don't think they will handle it well, and the Ukrainians won't take a backward step. I'm sure they'll be letting Team Fury know all about it, and all of a sudden, who knows, we could have the round 13 between the teams afterwards. Josh, what's that there, Peter? Did Joshua quit? I'm not sure what's that about there in the fight, in his last fight. Well, obviously he won his last couple of fights. Is this against Usyk you're talking about? Joshua's massively below par in those Usyk fights, but back to his best against Ngannou. Yeah, still want to see him against some better opposition, Gary. It's one thing to knock out Ngannou, but let's see how he goes against some of these other guys. He has beaten most of them, I suppose, but see how he goes against Hergovic or a Zhang or Wilder. Even if he beats Zhang, who knows? Both Fury Usyk have shown great durability, so likely decision outcome. It will be pleasantly surprised if we see a stoppage. I'm with you there, mate. They've changed on to the turnbuckle. You'll probably eat the turnbuckle, Peter. Who was it? George the Animal Steel back in the day. Remember him, the wrestler? He reminds me of him a little bit. Yeah, I agree, Glenn. He's a look good against Francis. Oh, against Usyk. Yeah, cool. And Garner was nothing on Usyk in boxing ring, though. No, I agree, Andy. All right, so I'm not quite sure. The ring is empty. The crowd is very subdued. What is going to happen here? Usyk wins by disqualification, says the Buzz Light Beer. Mate, anything's possible in this fight. Nothing would surprise me. There's Ryan Garcia in Jaipur. Is he in the Saudi Arabian get-up, Ryan Garcia? Tommy, Fury beats Usyk and AJ after that. Where would you rank him all time amongst heavyweights? Good question, Tommy. I think if he beats Usyk tonight or this morning or wherever you are in the world and then beats Joshua, I would have him on the border of the top 10, mate. Maybe between 10 and 12, I think. And I know this might upset a lot of people out there. I would have him ahead of guys like Sonny Liston and Rocky Marciano and those types of guys. I know the legends there over the years, but if you look at their records, they didn't really beat anyone. I mean, Sonny Liston beat Floyd Patterson twice, and I know I'm poking the bear out there with a lot of fans out there, but I just think someone like a Sonny Liston, apart from Floyd Patterson, beat nobody. Rocky Marciano beat an old Joe Louis, Jersey Joe Walcott, Azard Charles. It wasn't his fault he didn't have a legacy fight, by the way, but I'm not sure he can. I mean, if Fury wins today and against Joshua, he's also had the Wilder wins as well. Klitschko, that's enough for me to put him around 10, 11, maybe 12, I think. So we're not going to get into the greatest heavyweight pound for pound here either, guys. We've got a fight to watch. We could be here all day. But I think, yeah, between around the mark, Tommy, sort of 10, 11, 12, I think. Drake has a $500,000 bet on Tyson, so he's definitely going to lose. He hasn't had a good record, has he, Chad? John is the new Hannibal Lecter. Jeez, he's a bit out there. Who's this guy that's been calling him out? He's another Englishman. I don't know who it is, but he's called John out. He looks like a tough son of a bitch as well, I will say. What do they say? I like the way they say it. Is it on the cobbles? I love that term. That is awesome. It's obviously an all English thing. On the cobbles, out on the street. I love it. I don't think we have cobbles here in Australia, but I love that term. When he said that, I thought that is as English as it gets. All right, Dan says, well done, Jai. Aussie boxing needed that. Expecting an Usyk win. Just think those Wilder fights have taken a lot out of him. Very good call, Dan. I agree with that, mate. And I just don't think we can count the Ngannou fight. I think that was just, that, as I said earlier, that was a mulligan for Tyson Fury. Let's judge him on the fights before that. Well, you look at it. Derek White, just okay. Chisora, glorified sparring match. And the Wilder fights now were what were they 2-3 years ago? What was it? 2022 was it? Whatever, 21, whatever it was. But they were tough fights. He wore a lot of punishment in those fights. How much has he got left? Well, we'll see. The good thing about him, what we are getting now, we see at least he's in physical condition. He looks good mentally as well. So I think if he loses tonight, I don't think there's going to be any excuses except for the fact that he might be just past it. As simple as that. or Usyk's just too good. Usyk, I think, even at his advanced age, I still think he hasn't been knocked around too much, and I think he's, I won't say he's in his prime, but still more in his prime than maybe Tyson Fury is. But again, we'll see. Ryan Garcia, the fake Christian, picking Fury and said something gay about marrying him. Oh, I saw something about that, yeah. Peter, if Usyk wins tonight, he goes down as a top 5 heavyweight of all time. Well, we didn't mention Usyk. Great call. Definitely got to put him in the arena of, say, Holyfield, don't you? So, it's pretty hard to disagree with that, Peter. Fury 10 to 15 or thereabouts if he beats Usyk and Joshua. Yeah, about where I would think too, Glenn. Yep. Yeah, Holyfield and Usyk. What a fight that would have been. You know, the fight I would love in the heavyweights would be Holyfield and Joe Fraser. What a fight that would be. Just head to head, work rate, like both throwing 100 punches around. It would just be incredible. We'll never know, of course. But yeah, Holyfield, Usyk at cruiserweight or heavyweight. I'm thinking cruiserweight, Tommy. I think I think Holyfield was at his best at heavyweight, and I think Usyk was probably better at cruiserweight. But either way. Yeah, Glenn, if Usyk wins, where do you put him? All time, around the same, I reckon, mate. I don't think he's done anything more than what, say, Tyson Fury has done, I wouldn't have thought, arguably. It's an interesting one, isn't it? Top 10 heavyweights. He's only had a handful of fights there, remember, but beating Joshua twice and Tyson Fury, the two best heavyweights of the generation before Usyk came along, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's a good question. Maybe around the same. Maybe 10, 11, something like that. I'm just waiting for the Rocky Marciano comments to come through. Everyone gets a little bit butthurt when I talk about that. I used to follow commentator Addy on YouTube. Was so happy for him bagging his dream job. Literally, he's living his dream. Okay. I'm not quite sure who you're referring to, Andy, but let me know. Is he on the TYSON telecast? Is he? I'm not sure. Let me know. He was Tyson's sparring partner. Who was that, James? Hang on. Have I missed a comment there? Let me know. I'll go through some more comments before we have the walkouts here. Tyson Fury will use his height and weight to bully Usyk every time Usyk tries to get in close. Fury is going to resort to hugging. Yep. Well, will it be effective or not? That's the story, Quantum Leap. I think Usyk, if he's got through the fight with a big, strong guy like Joshua, I think he can handle whatever Tyson Fury has to put towards him. I think even though Fury is heavier than, say, Joshua, I think strength-wise Joshua would be stronger than what Fury is and punch harder. So I think if you can handle him, I've just got a feeling he's going to be able to handle Fury. So there's the tail of the tape, 35 years old to 37. Sorry, I just missed that. The record's there. Possibility to win, 48% Fury, 47% Usyk. 18% by knockout for Fury, 17% for Usyk, and by decision 30% each. So very, very line ball. So it says, is the fight going the distance? 65% say yes, 35% say no. The guy that called John out is an ex-Crim, who was a champion street fighter. He's a big boy. Yeah, I wouldn't want to take him on, Peter. And he's mid-60s. Wow. There's cobbles on the back streets of Coburg and North Melbourne. Mate, as I said, Lachlan, I just love the term. Let's get it on the cobbles. It's just that classic English term, isn't it? Joe Egan, okay. He was a sparring partner for Mike Tyson. Okay, sorry. Yep. Jai versus Usyk in 12 months. What a fight. Yeah, maybe. He had a really good jab, Tommy, but beat one good fighter, and that was about it. And a very scared fighter he was at the time was Floyd Patterson. What are the flaws in Jai's game that you see that you think he needs to go back and work on to get even better? I think it's a little bit of poise. Seeker Mordo, I'll call you Mordo. I think it's a little bit of poise, mate. I just think he just tends to get a little bit drawn in a little bit. He does like to exchange, which is good, but we saw there when he was getting tagged in return, there wasn't that composure and poise to go back to what he was doing and get back to basics, and he sort of got caught up in the fight a little bit too much for me. That's just experience a little bit for me. That's just some little tweaks. I think ability-wise, he's got what it takes. Power might be a little bit of an issue, but as he beefs up, Michael Spinks was never a big hitting light heavyweight, let alone a heavyweight, and he was able to really bulk up properly and increase his power a lot as well. So I think that's what Jai will need to do. He'll need to increase his power as his size goes up to heavyweight. But that's probably about it. Morto. I think he's still got all the skills in the world. He's got great footwork, great hand speed, and okay power at cruiserweight. Obviously, we'll see how that goes at heavyweight. So a few things to work on for Jai, but he's still relatively inexperienced in this level of boxing. So the fact he's got past Breeders twice, yeah, I think he's got plenty. He's still only a young guy as well. When I say young, what is he, 28, 29? For a heavyweight, still young. Still got plenty of time. Yeah, the fellow call out John. Oh, yeah, James, yep. Sorry. It is Nigerian heritage, huge AJ fan. Okay, yep. Got it, grabbed it with both hands. Yeah, good stuff, Andy. Yep. Jai fights CBS, have a trip to England. Is it worth going all that way to see him wipe out Billum Smith, Peter? Yeah, the production, Glenn, how good is it? They've got Michael Buffer up on is it a hologram or something they've put him up? It's just crazy. Jai's a bigger flex than Charlie Curnow. Yeah, well, at least he's delivering at the moment, is Jai, Peter. Not sure Charlie Curnow is at the moment, is he? Gets those big double cobras going, doesn't he? All right, so we've got a rapper on at this stage. I'm not sure who he is or what he's doing up there, but what are we? 20 past 8. So let's hope by 8:30 we've got the boys doing the ring walk. I can't sort of hear what he's singing, but if it's rap, I'm glad I can't, to be honest. I'm glad I can't hear him. Is there a lot of other streams out there this morning, guys? I know you haven't looked because you're on here with me, but I'd be interested. I'm pretty sure every man and his dog out there will be doing a stream this morning, or what is it overseas? What is it in America at the moment? Probably prime time, is it? They normally do things by the American way. All right, so on the east coast of the US, it's 20 past 6 in the evening and 20 past 3 in the afternoon on the west coast. So good time to be watching boxing. I will say though, what is here, nearly 8:30 in the morning? What a way to start a Sunday. All right, let's come on. Enough of the rap dances. I love the production though, guys. It is first class. Now, do we know who's entering the ring first and getting introduced first? I'm surprised there hasn't been a controversy about that. A unified title fight. Did they flip a coin? Did Usyk just say, whatever, you go first? Or sorry, I'll go first. You get introduced first. You come in second. I don't think Usyk would really care, but I'm surprised we didn't see a lot more of that in the lead-up. We saw it with Lomachenko and Kambosos last week, of course. Thanks, Peter. Appreciate it, mate. Yes, Quantum Leap. It's going to be a good fight. All right, I think this guy's about had his 15 minutes of fame, hasn't he? Get him off. I just can't do the rap thing. And I'm sort of glad I can't hear what he's saying, to be honest. But anyway. What's that, Glenn? Oh, so you can hear it. This song is boring. Yeah, well. Peter Nutt. John Fury goes first. The hard man. Look, if you haven't seen John Fury fight, by the way, there's a couple of videos of him on YouTube. He wasn't the greatest fighter, let's say. Let's just say his son, while inherited the fighting spirit, was born, probably got it from his mother, I think, with his ability to fight. Because Tyson Fury, if you watch him, he was the journeyman's journeyman, was John Fury. But hey, any respect to anyone that gets in the ring. But yeah, he wasn't the greatest of fighters, put it that way. All right, guys, we've got 45 people watching. Let's make sure we hit the like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. I always get told, make sure you say like and subscribe. We have got, how's the followers going at the moment, by the way? I think we're not doing too bad. We had a fair old spike there a few weeks back. When are we? Oh, there's me on there. Okay, hang on. Channel. 1,230. There you go. Appreciate it, guys. I like that, Peter. Send Big John in to headbutt the rapper. How long is his song going for? Is he singing one song or is this about 3 songs? Whatever it is, get him off. Expectation was so high for Appetite. Do you think this performance derails her? Not a bad question, Tommy. No, I don't think so. I think everyone's got enough respect for Breeders to know that he's tough, he's hard, he's experienced. He's obviously a former world champion. But yeah, maybe the fact, I must admit, the way the fight went for probably the first 7 or 8 rounds, I thought that would be it for the whole fight. I thought Jai would be a bit slick, and I thought he'd win by decision, which he did, but maybe late round stoppage that did look on the cards there for a while. But yeah, the last 3 rounds were a little bit disappointing, I will say, but it doesn't temper my opinion of Jai or my expectations. I know the expectations, like you said there, were high. But yeah, as I said, man, I think the last 2 or 3 rounds weren't the way to close out the fight. But I think we've got to judge him on those earlier fights, the earlier rounds. And I think he'll grow into it. I think if the other top cruiserweights in the world will probably look at that and go, yeah, well, this guy's definitely beatable. Yeah, he's dynamic and pretty hard to get near for the first half of the fight, but after that, there's the opening to get him. So that's probably what they would be looking at. But easier said than done, of course. I don't think any of the other cruiserweights out there are going to be as tough and as hard and as durable as Breeders is. So whether they've got the ability to do that to Jai, I don't think so. So I'm not reading too much into it, but I would have liked to have seen Jai really finish the fight out, and he was rather than hanging on for the last couple of rounds. I mean, he did do really well in that last round, but still, yeah, it was tough for him anyway. But I just think he'll grow from it, Tommy. Another song. Yep, great. I just heard him say thank you for having me, so off you go. I can't see what's going on there, guys, but they've got the lights out and we've got like some sort of white laser show happening at the moment. Here comes Michael Buffer. Well, they've got Usyk on the screen at the moment. I thought that was the case, Double G. Just hearing Jai Ring interview, he said Breeders headbutted him, broke his nose in round 10. So that's got to be a reason, yeah. I think that was the case, as we're calling it there, that they did seem to hit heads. And that's probably a great example, well, great reason of why he obviously then went defensive and looked a bit shaky. But as I said, I don't think any of the other fighters in that division are going to be anywhere near as tough and as durable as what Breeders is. Is John Fury going to walk out with his shorts on and no shirt? Well, at least he didn't try and face off with Usyk Quantum Leap. Here comes Usyk. What a get up too. Nice looking outfit he's got there. You remember, was it in Ngannou where John Fury took the shirt off and faced off with Ngannou and pretty much pushed Tyson out the road? Oh, jeez. Yeah, I agree, Peter. Yeah, the outfit is very cool. Very, very cool. Yes, Damien Usyk. At least the walk into the ring. We weren't sure whether we'd get this far, and here we are. So Usyk's obviously said, Tyson, you go out second. I couldn't give a shit. All right. I saw Bob Arum this week too. He's had a bit of a busy couple of weeks, hasn't he? He went to Japan and into Australia and now Saudi Arabia in the space of a week. Or 2 weeks, sorry. And Egis Klimas, he went to Australia and now Saudi Arabia. Oh, yep. So, yeah. So he's in the green get up with the yellow trimming and the headpiece, which must be obviously a Ukrainian thing. And Alexander Usyk enters the ring of fire. He's looking for a spot to get in the ring there. No, he's going to go over the ropes. A big, big boy. Yeah, it is, Chad, a badass outfit, all right. All right, notice the 3-belt unified champ comes out first because Fury is number one, best for last. Well, he's the A side, Tommy, no doubt about that. But I don't think Usyk really cares what side he is. He's just there to fight. So that's probably why we didn't see a lot of hoo-ha. I think it'd be interesting if it had been, say, Anthony Joshua in the opposite corner, who would have went out first if they were both holding belts. Let's go. Fury says bacon and eggs. Jeez, you got me hungry now. Bacon and eggs. It's Sunday morning. Good time for it. I think Opetai's nose was his fault. He moved his head in. Yeah, it was just one of those things, wasn't it? They clashed heads, and that was obviously the point where Jai went ultra defensive and had the blood and everything everywhere. So we'll give him an out for that. Yeah, geez, it's you cannot beat this, can you? The undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. Is that Liv Schreiber in the ring with him? I think it is. As we await Fury now, what is Tyson Fury going to have in his get up on the way out? Yeah, what an arena. Yes, I think a lot of people will be thanking Turkey, Damien. Let's see what Tyson Fury is going to come out. I think it's going to have to be a crown of some sort, isn't it? To say he's the king. He's come a long way though, Tyson Fury. I'm glad they haven't mucked around too much apart from the rapper. Was at 8:31 now, so and just the thing that just makes me so excited for the fight is we just don't know what we're going to get. So many different scenarios that could happen in this fight. All right, here comes the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. It's interesting. Michael Buffer didn't announce him as the Gypsy King. It was just Tyson Fury. Oh, a very low-key get-up from Tyson Fury. I think he's in the same gear that he wore in his fight with Ngannou, is it? It's like it's a green and gold get-up, but those trunks are very unusual looking. Glenn says, watch Usyk's rear hand to the body. So his left hand to the body. Okay. He's got the hat on backwards. What's that on the back? 316. That's obviously a Bible reference. But those trunks, they're very interesting. James, I'm beginning to think this fight is actually going to happen. I think the odds are pretty good, unless Tyson Fury trips on the way up to the ring, James, and does his knee. I think we're all good, mate. All right. Looks very confident, does Mr. Fury. He's a big boy, isn't he? I've got a feeling the boys in his corner there are all Furies. They all look like Furies, don't they? And there's John. He's got the belt. And Tommy Fury there. Moving like a light heavyweight. Let's see when he gets... Geez, he looks in good nick though, doesn't he? Sicko Nat, I need a hero. I still think his best song he came out to was Shook Me All Night Long against Deontay Wilder. That was good. Yeah. You can see by his body language, he's ready to go. He's dancing, he's laughing, he's having fun. Just lost his hat there. A good one good like point that he's on, that he's ready to go, Andy, that he's not worried about the outfit, he's more worried about getting the job done. So he's in Furix. He's in Usyk's face here. I wondered what he was doing. He went to Usyk's corner and got in Usyk's face, and now that could have been a dangerous situation. All it would have taken is one of the team of Usyk to maybe push Tyson Fury back, and it would have been on. So I'm glad there was no situations there. Looks like Fury's heading out for a morning run. It does, doesn't it, Chad? All right, national anthems. Comes the Ukrainian national anthem. Yep, get out the road there, mate. Very calm in the corner is Usyk. Good point, Andy. There's the Ukrainian national anthem. Very powerful anthem. I heard it firsthand last week at the fights with Lomachenko, and yeah, it's a very patriotic country, that's for, especially in these times, of course. Lots of Brits in attendance, I would think. There it is. God save the king, or our king, is it? The king? And we're ready for the introductions. And James, I think it's official, mate. We're getting the fight. We are getting the fight. Gee, that crowd looks big. Oh, I better turn that down a bit. Now, when is Riyadh's season? Is it an actual season? Is it a time frame? Is it like Ramadan or something like that? And I'm a little bit intrigued about that. Let me know. Undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. As they offer a big thanks to Turkey, sitting next to Anthony Joshua and Ronaldo. That's good to see. Good to see Ronaldo's a boxing fan. He seems to go to all these events, doesn't he? John Fury looks. I'd be keeping an eye on John Fury. He's got that little look in his eye at the moment. All right, so the three judges being introduced. They are Mike Fitzgerald from the USA, Craig Metcalf from Canada, and Manuel Oliver Palomo from Spain. So three neutral judges, which is obviously what you'd expect. And Mark Nelson, the referee. Good referee, very good referee. And a nice guy. I actually met him in the States last year. Very, very nice guy. Geez, a funky gloves that Usyk's got on. Yeah, here it comes from Michael Buffer. That's about as much as I'll put on, I think. Yeah, Chad. Well, it's here, mate. It's here. All right. Yeah, those gloves that Usyk's are wearing, geez. (21-0). There's the belts, the WBA, WBO, IBF, and IBO, and Ring Magazine. 21-0, 14 KOs. Has he got the ring? Or was that Fury? I think he has got it. Yes, Glenn, 100%, mate. All right, introducing Alexander Usyk, 21-0, 14 KOs. We are minutes away from these two locking horns. Tyson Fury now. He's got the Ring Magazine belt. Okay. Is that the one that matters? Do all the other belts not matter? It's the Ring Magazine. So who do you consider the true champion here? Is it Usyk or Fury? I still think it's probably Fury, to be honest, but 34-0-1, 24 knockouts. So surprisingly, a lot of knockouts from Tyson Fury. All right. Let's hope John Fury doesn't go to center ring. You see the turkey there, loves his boxing, shaking the fist there. Ready to go. So yeah, Tyson Fury in the all green, Alexander Usyk in the white. Yeah, good call there, Quantum Leap. We just want a good fight. No dramas, no injuries, nothing like that. Not sure what the hold up is here. Here we go. Both fighters to center ring. Trunks are quite high on Fury. Tyson Fury rolling the eyes. I think he almost blew Usyk a kiss there, but Usyk just staring straight ahead. And it's actually Fury is the one that looks a little bit nervous to me. Usyk looks ready to go. Here we go. We're touching gloves. Yep, let's do it. Round number one coming up. We are here, guys. Round number one for the heavyweight championship of the world. Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk. It was Tyson Fury. I thought he was actually singing a few bars from a song there in the corner. All right. Round one, here we go. And Usyk starts with that left hand to the body. Fury of the trunks really high. It's actually, I was going to say, geez, the size difference is pretty stark, actually looking at it now. And Tyson Fury starting well with spearing out those jabs. Usyk just pouring out that lead hand, throws his own left hand to the body. So a fast-paced fight start to the fight. Not a lot of punches thrown, but both boys very energetic with the body movement. So it's Usyk actually coming forward, which is very surprising. Usyk content to be on the outside, jabbing to the head, jabbing to the body. And it's Usyk that seems to be the more aggressive fighter to start. And it's surprising that Usyk is the one looking to bring the fight. He's coming forward. Fury feinting. And I just can't. The size difference is looks a lot more than what I thought it would. Yeah, good jabs by Fury so far. Fury and Usyk just looking to land that left to the body, pouring with that lead hand. Another good jab from Fury. And the right hand and another jab. Good start by Fury. And Usyk's content. He's definitely looking to work the body. He's thrown a jab and a left hand as well to the body. Fury showboating in the corner. Grabs hold of the ropes and says good day to the crowd. So Fury, it's a funny one. Usyk coming forward, but I think Fury's dictating the fight so far. Good jab. It is, Andy. Super technical so far. I'm actually surprised at how slick Tyson Fury actually looks. There's a right to the body. It says bring it on, and Usyk throws the overhand left. And a fast round, 10 seconds to go in the round. And Fury throws a few in the corner, but misses. Tough round to score. Look, Glenn, I'm actually going to give that round to Fury, mate. I thought he just landed some good jabs in there. I know Usyk landed the sort of left towards the end of the round, and he came forward a fair bit. I just thought that Fury landed a couple of good jabs. So close, so close. So it looks like I'm in the minority there. That was a good left hand. Can I change my pick? All right, I'm going to change my pick. I've just seen the replay there. Sorry, guys. You've convinced me. Actually, how do I do that there? There we go. I'm going to do it, guys. I can do it until the round starts. I'm going to reverse it. It was so close that left overhand left for me just got him the round. So I've got Usyk 10, Fury 9. Yeah, you did, Glenn. Good call, mate. Left hand to the body. Round number 2. Here we go. Whoa, a 1-2 from Usyk. Good punches, but Fury says, didn't hurt me. Let's do it. No, I didn't see that, Peter. Good start to round number 2 from Usyk. A good 1-2 that got Fury's attention, that's for sure. And it's surprising to see Fury on the back foot and Usyk coming forward and landing shots. It's good jabs from Fury, though, I will say. But Usyk, very cool, calm, and collected at the moment. And it's Fury that looks a bit uneasy on his feet. He's nervous. He's poking out the jab. But Usyk coming forward and just really looking to pick his punches. So, and I think it was Glenn said, definitely targeting that straight left to the body. Looks like he's going to come to the body and then come over the top after that. he looks very, very good so far as Usyk. And as I said, Fury is the one that looks a little bit nervous. Hands behind the back as he spears out the jab. Misses the right uppercut. Does Fury. But a fast pace to the fight so far. Yes, Mendy, it's round number 2. Sorry, did I say round 1? Sorry. Round number 2. And Usyk having the better of this round again. Timing Fury, landing not big shots, but just little 1s and 2s. And Fury just looks a little bit frustrated at the moment. He's trying to spear that jab out, but that's the only thing he's having really any success with at the moment. So we're under a minute to go in round number 2. And it's Usyk continuing to stalk Fury around the ring. Fury's on his toes, looking for the jab. And right hand sort of landed on the gloves from Fury. And Fury in the corner, and Usyk lands. A 1-2. Good punches. 30 seconds to go, round number 2. Fury throws a 1-2 that lands on the gloves, and there's a right to the body from Fury. And Usyk just content to march forward, throwing the jab, following with the left. Good shots so far from Usyk. 10 seconds to go in round number 2. Oh, uppercut brushed the chin of Usyk, but I don't think enough to win the round. I thought Alexander Usyk wins round number 2 for me. So, won't say they've been definitive, but I just think Alexander Usyk has done enough in the first 2 rounds of this fight. What do we got there? Brilliant for someone too tired to pay for the fight. Glad I could be of service, mate. Is that you, Peter? Buddy Collingwood supporters. Fury can't win this fight. Well, anything's possible, but Usyk for Glenn. He's murdering Fury's long guard game. Well, he's had all the answers so far. And look, to paint a quick picture of it, Fury's on the back trying to spear the jab and probably set up that right hand. Usyk's coming forward nice and high, throwing the jab and then just throwing good combinations. And to start that round, it was a really good 1-2, and that was probably enough for him to win the round in another close round. So didn't hurt Fury. Fury just sort of laughed and waved it on, but they were good punches. So into round number 3, for me, Usyk 2018 at this stage. Good jabs from in a right hand that grazed the chin of Usyk. And you're right, Glenn. He's really struggled with that long range so far, Fury, and Usyk's done a really good job of reading his punches and countering very well. Good defense from Usyk, blocking those jabs. Fury continues to jab, and good jabs, and the right hand to follow. Left hand to the body from Usyk, and another left hand. And what's surprising is just the pace so far. Really fast pace. And you get the impression both of these guys can keep it up, both well conditioned. So Fury, a double jab there. Another jab to the head, jab to the body. But Usyk's just not fussed at the moment. Just doing his thing. He's reading the punches. Better round from Fury, though, we'll say. And I would think so far, Fury winning the round, he's been busier, landed some jabs. Usyk not really throwing a lot this round at all, though. He does throw a left hand there that was taken on the gloves. So I don't understand if Fury just sitting in the corner. That's probably where Usyk's been the most effective. Right uppercut. You can see Fury looking for that right uppercut. Hasn't really landed one yet, but I think he's had the better of this round. We've got 45 seconds to go in round number 3. First time the boys have been in close. And Mark Nelson allowing both guys to hold. He breaks them up now, but gave them plenty of opportunity to punch out. And a better round from Fury. This time he times Usyk coming in and actually lands. And there's a good 1-2 from Fury. Good punches. Lot better round from Fury this one. Good jabs. And he's just got Usyk's attention now. He's not being able to get in easily now. Fury seems to be timing him. And even then, when Usyk came in with a couple of good punches or big punches, that Fury was able to time them a lot better. And now it's Fury coming forward. No, good round for me for Tyson Fury, I think. I think he won that round. So I've given that round to Fury. Good round. How'd you guys have it? I think good round from Tyson Fury. All right, so 28-29 for Usyk. Couple of comments there. Usyk was a champion amateur. Guard is outstanding. Yeah, been good so far. Usyk knows Fury's going to use that jab all night. Yep. Big J, hi mate. Jai survived the scary last 3 rounds. First fight was better for Jai. Jai played with Breeders too much. I thought for the first 9 rounds, I thought he was good. Big J, just yeah, as I said, a little bit concerned those last 3 rounds. But then again, a headbutt and a broken nose will do that, won't it? So close, but I think Fury around. Yep. I'm gonna, as I said, I went for Fury as well. So look, one or two of those other rounds might have went either way as well. But I think so far, I think 2 rounds to 1 either way is probably the way you would have to have it. I don't think either fighter's won all 3 rounds. But for me, Usyk, 2 rounds to 1. Round number 4. Good body punches there from Fury. Dug a 1-2 into the body there. And another right to the body. Maybe a little bit low, but Usyk didn't react. A lot better from Fury. He's now throwing the 2s and 3s now. Looking a lot more comfortable. And now smiles and dances away. This is, not sure you can do that, Tyson. He just held the rope and jabbed. Mark Nelson didn't see it. So the Chris Mannix has it, same as me, 29-28 for Usyk. And I will say Fury seems to have settled a lot better now. And Usyk is now reaching and not quite being able to get to Tyson as he did in those first 2 rounds. And Tyson looking a lot more comfortable in there now. Good jabs. And as I said, Usyk now just struggling to get his range or to get close into Fury. There's a 1-2 from Fury. Good punches. Turns to southpaw now, does Tyson Fury. Pokes out the jab again. Not quite sure. I'm not really a fan of this. And Usyk picks up on it and goes on the attack. But where's a 1-2 and another 1-2? Halfway through round number 4. And a clash of heads there from both guys. No cuts or anything there. So Mark Nelson just says to both guys, watch your heads. And let's go. Touch gloves. That's good to see. Both got that respect for each other. Right uppercut from Fury. Sort of brushed the whiskers of Usyk. Lead right hand from Tyson Fury. And I've got to say, looking very good this round, Tyson Fury. And Usyk, not so much. He's now looking a little bit frustrated. He does go to the body there, but all punches read easily by Fury, who blocked them on the elbows. As we have 30 seconds to go in round number 4. Usyk going to the body. Not bad punches on the ropes there, but none really landed. Yeah, good 1-2 from Fury again. 10 seconds to go. Look, I think he's won this round again. Nice jabs from Fury. Look, close round, but I'm going to say that Tyson Fury won that round. I'm not with a lot of confidence, I will say, but I'm going to give him that round. I think an even fight at this stage is probably the best scenario for everyone, I think. Yep, Fury says Andy as well. Yeah, hard to score, Andy. Yep, for sure, mate. Fury round, so 2-2, yeah. So same for me. I've got it 2 rounds each. And it does look like Usyk has got a cut on that right eye. It doesn't look to be serious. It's not bleeding at the moment. They seem to have patched it up pretty quick, but definitely a cut over the right eye of Alexander Usyk. So very, very good fight so far. Yep, he's cut. I've done that, Peter. There's my scorecard there. 38-38 for me. So just down the bottom right-hand corner there, mate. 38-38 for me. So round number 5. And it was a headbutt, was it, Andy? Okay, yeah, I would have thought so. They did clash heads. Good jab from Fury. Nice. Snapped the head back there of Usyk. Jabbed it again to the head. So total punches land through round 4. Fury's thrown 171, landed 53. Usyk's thrown 117, landed 48. So 31% for Fury, 41% for Usyk. Right hook lands from Usyk there in the exchange. It's just strange you see that it's Fury doing the boxing and it's Usyk pushing the pace going after him. It's not something I thought we'd see. I thought it would have been the other way around. But I really like the way that Tyson Fury good left hook to the body there from Fury. And I think that got Usyk's attention there. And another body shot. Usyk says it's low, but I think it was on the belt line. And for me, just like Usyk's just getting there's now what is that? Is that a low blow? Usyk saying it was. But Usyk definitely is starting to look a little frustrated. Goes low again, but I like the fact that Mark Nelson hasn't called it because those trunks are very high. So I like the fact that he hasn't scored it at all. Deck's a good point there, mate. He's looking very frustrated at the moment. Whether he gasses or not's a different thing. I don't think Tyson Fury will gas because at the moment the fight's being fought at his pace, and I think he's winning this round again. Just good 1-2s. That was maybe a little low from Fury. Left hand to the body from Usyk. Tyson Fury switches to southpaw and clinches. All right, under 30 seconds to go. Usyk pushing the pace. Look, it has been an even round. Nice counter right hand from Fury there. Pops out the jab again. I still think Fury's having the better of the exchanges though. Good punches, 1-2 from Fury there. Yeah, this is an even round, but a 1-2 at the bell from Fury. I'm going to give him that round again. Although I wouldn't argue if someone said they gave it to Usyk, but for me, you got to pick a winner. And I think Tyson Fury won that round. So I have it 48-47 for Tyson Fury. If you're a southpaw and you want to move in and out and looking to land, well, it's a hard one, Peter, because just because of that size difference. It's interesting. You've got the boxer who's become the puncher, and the punch, not that Fury's a puncher, but the guy you would expect to be the puncher now boxing. It's an interesting one, but a good point. I think Usyk's probably going headhunting a little bit too much. I think he does need to get back on that jab early in the fight. He was jabbing to the head, jabbing to the body, and then coming over the top. Now he's just sort of marching in, just trying to land those big shots, and Fury's just pumping that jab. So in the first couple of rounds, Usyk was coming forward, but as I said, he was probing and waiting for Fury, and then he was countering, and now it's Fury the one doing the countering. So, and you're right, Andy, body shots. Frustrating Usyk, 3-2, but could be the other way around. Yeah, I'm the same, mate. Could be either way, especially that last round. Yeah, and that's a good call, Peter. He can't win on the back foot by the looks of things. So round number 6. And look, it's a very, very even fight. If this goes down to the wire like we've seen the first 5 rounds, either way, it's going to be a controversial decision. You can just see it. But so far this round, it's pretty much the same. Jab to the head and then a right hook to the body from Fury that looked, again, a little bit low, but the referee didn't call it. He was right there. And Usyk just looking, to me, just a little bit gassed. Just a little bit, just starting to show the first signs. He's trying to pick up the pace, though. I'm with you there, Dexter. It's probably the one flaw so far. I think you'll see it in the second half of the fight, unless he pulls far ahead, that is. But I'm with you there, mate. A little less showboating and a bit more punching. Better round from Usyk. He has thrown some good punches. Fury's still on the jab. It looks fast, Fury. Yes, Peter. That's the scripted result, isn't it, really? Oh, right uppercut from Fury lands. Good punch. Stopped Usyk in his tracks there. And Fury now starting to offload punches now. He's starting to wind up and land. I think he has Usyk a little bit hurt here. He has him backing up, and Fury's going for it. Got a minute to go in round number 6, and Usyk definitely now looks gassed. And Fury's picked up on that. You can see he's gasping for breath. He's Usyk, and Fury's picked up on it. And really putting the pressure on. And Usyk looking a little shaky at the moment. Good round from Tyson Fury, landing some good punches. BJ, that weight, mate, it was announced at 233, but it was actually 223. So it's only a couple of pounds over what he was in his last fight. But so far, in this round, you can definitely see he's starting to feel the effects of Fury's punches. So 15 seconds to go in round 6, and I think this has been a good round for Tyson Fury. Really good round. He's really starting to plant his feet and let punches go. Now puts the hands behind his back to say, I'm not worried about you whatsoever. And good round for me for Tyson Fury. And he looks very confident as he looks at the crowd. So for me, I have Tyson Fury winning 58-56. That is 4 rounds to 2. Andy, you agree with me? Yep, I see that. Peter, I'm with you there, mate. I'm with you there. Yeah, I agree, Glenn. I didn't think it would be a factor, but I stand to be corrected. The size difference now, you can really see it now, especially that Tyson Fury is planting his feet and actually letting some bombs go. And the fact that Joshua, I still think, would be the heavier puncher, but Tyson Fury, not just the power, but now it's the speed that is bothering Usyk. Because not only has he got the power, he's planting his feet and throwing power punches, but he's actually faster than Usyk, and he's beating Usyk to the punch now. And that was a great right uppercut. Beautiful right uppercut on the replay there. Great round for Tyson Fury. Yep, good call, Big J. All right, round number 7. And you're right, Gary. I didn't think that power was actually there, to be honest, but he's definitely showing it now, is Tyson Fury, because he's planting his feet. He's letting Usyk come in, and he's not just throwing punches to land now. He's throwing punches to hurt, which is not something we usually see from Tyson Fury. And he's combining that with a good jab. So he's spearing that jab out there, allowing Usyk onto it, and then he's throwing those power punches afterwards. And he just looks so comfortable in there at the moment. They clinch now. Usyk goes to the ropes. Really impressed so far with Fury, and is looking for me the stronger and fitter fighter. If you're looking nowhere near as crisp as he was in those first couple of rounds, still coming forward, but at the moment, especially now, Tyson Fury has got all the answers so far. Just fighting a very, very good fight. And you're right, Andy needs to throw, but the problem is when he's throwing him, he's being countered. So yeah, so Chris Mannix has it the same on DAZN, 58, 56, same as mine. Exactly the same, actually. First 2 to Usyk, last 4 to Fury. So halfway through round number 7. More even round this time. More good jabs from Fury, though. Some really good jabs. Another right uppercut lands. He's definitely looking for that shot now. He's spearing the jab and then he's bringing him on and then throwing the right uppercut. So Usyk does land a left hand there that just grazed Fury's chin. Back to balking and feinting is a few better round for Usyk. Close round. We've got 40 seconds to go, so anyone's round at the moment. Well, that right uppercut from Fury might just swing things, I think. We'll see. Nice right uppercut. Didn't land, but it was hard. Hit the gloves. Another right hand. And I've said it a few times, but so far, Fury has the answers. Usyk's coming in now. He seems to be getting a little bit desperate. Although he does throw some bombs there, but Fury just has all, or whatever Usyk throws, Fury comes back with another 2 punches better. Even round. Look, I'm going to give that to Usyk. I think his work rate was just enough to get over the to get that round, I think. It was close, but you've got to give it to one or the other. And I just think that just that work rate alone is enough to give it to Usyk. But again, I wouldn't argue if it went to Fury. Glenn agrees. He's gone for Usyk as well. What's that, Peter? Usyk looks a lot slower as a heavyweight compared to the cruiserweight Usyk. Jai may learn a lesson from his fight. Yep. I think you may be right, and he can rule the cruiserweight to make the big dollars in Saudi. Yeah, just be great if there was some sort of big opponent for him there, big Peter. But yeah, I'm with you, Andy. Look, it was a tough one. I've got it 4 rounds to 3 as well for Fury at the moment, but there's been a couple of really close rounds in there. What do we had? 7 rounds, maybe three rounds of those could have gone either way. And Fury comes out strong. Lands 2 big punches to start the round, or throws 2 big punches. They didn't land, but they definitely got Usyk's attention for sure. So round number 8. And Tyson Fury looking just so fresh so far. 8 rounds in. And Usyk comes forward. Good punches there. 1, 2. Really starting to pick up the pace now is Usyk. I can just see this fight getting very, very controversial at the end. I can tell you, you can see it. Fury still doing his thing with the jab, is moving, but Usyk has now picked up the pace and is doing what he needs to do, and that's throw punches. So another even start to the round. We're just over a minute in. Usyk coming forward, he's moving his head, looking for openings. Fury throws a jab. That was a bit of a wild right hand he threw there. He was lucky he didn't get countered there. Usyk was just a half step away and couldn't make him pay. Whoa, 1, 2 lands from Usyk. Good left hand. And Fury backs to the ropes. You just get the impression, though, that Usyk just hasn't got the power to really do any damage, although he has. I think he's having the better of the exchanges in this round. Yeah, Peter, the All-In Brawl's coming. Well, let's wait for it. Usyk backs off, takes a deep breath, and it's Fury's turn to come forward. One minute to go, round number 8. I think another round for Usyk so far, I think he's been the busy. I think he's landed some good shots. Another left hand from Usyk. Good shot. Lands on the nose of Tyson Fury. Doesn't look hurt or anything, but he's just been caught a couple of times this round. And there's a lot of blood from somewhere there on the shoulder of Usyk. I'm not sure whether it's from Tyson, but there's a lot of blood on his shoulder. Maybe it's his nose. Oh, right hook lands from Usyk. Good hook. Left hand and then a right hook. I think it's with the sun glare. He's definitely cut his Fury. And it might be that troublesome eye. But definitely blood all over the face of Fury at the moment. Good round from Usyk. Very good round for Usyk. So he's cut on the left eye, I think it is. And I think it was from that right hook. I think that was from a punch. Wasn't a lot of coming close in the round. I think it was a right hook that got him. So I now have it 4 rounds. I'm just looking for the replay here. So there's a good left hand. Just looking for that. No, I can't see it. Oh, good overhand left from Usyk there. Good round. Best round for Alexander Usyk so far. So I have it 76-76, 4 rounds apiece. Maybe there, Peter. But Fury is now cut over the left eye. I'm not sure there that was the punch. He did land a good right hook there, but I think he already had blood on that eye. All right, we go to round number 9. And all of a sudden, Fury looking a little bit worse for wear as he comes out to start round number 9. And Usyk looking, all of a sudden, it's amazing what one round can do. Now he looks the fresher fighter. No, eye does look like it's bothering Tyson Fury. So at 4 rounds apiece, who's going to take the last 4 rounds? Fascinating. I think either way, a rematch is definitely warranted. It's been a very, very good fight so far. Back on the jab goes Fury. And Usyk, all of a sudden, you can see he's definitely got his second win. No doubt about that. Tyson looked like he's just battling through. This is what happens in these 12-round fights, though. They go through stages. A lot of blood on Fury's face now, too. Good call there, Peter. Right hand from Fury, but Usyk continues to come forward. It's now Fury just starting to hold on a little bit. I think it's the other eye, Tommy. I think it's the right eye was inspiring from memory. It's not look. It doesn't seem bad. And Fury, Usyk's really pouring it on here. He's really putting the pressure on. Fury fights back, but it is Usyk pushing the pace in round number 9. And all of a sudden, as I said, Fury just looks like a little worse for it. It's almost like since he got cut, he's just gone back into his shell a little bit. And 2 left hands there from Usyk, one after the other. Another good round for Usyk, in my opinion. He does come back now, though, with a right hook to the body. 1 minute to go. Right hand from Fury lands. Another good round. You wouldn't expect anything less for an undisputed heavyweight title fight. So, minute to go, round number 9. Another left hand skims off the bald head of Fury. Right hand from Fury and a left hand from Usyk. He's definitely bothered by that blood, though. You can see that. Very even round. Oh, 1-2 from Usyk. Rocks Fury. Fury's in trouble. He's hurt. 1-2 from Usyk. Is he going to go down? I think he is. He's in trouble. Another 1-2 from Usyk. Fury is in all sorts of trouble. Oh, left hand rocks him. He's going down. He's going down. And the referee, he doesn't go down. The ropes hold him up and we have a count. Fury is in all sorts of trouble here. And is Usyk about to pull this out of the fire? Now, I think it might actually be his nose that's all the blood. It's really hard to see, but definitely a 10-8 round for Alexander Usyk. And are we seeing the end of Tyson Fury? What a round by Alexander Usyk. A 10-8 round. It's now, I've got it 86-84. Fury just rocked with a right hook left hand. And then just Usyk just raining punches on Fury. And then another, just the right hook left hand, one after the other. Fury staggered back to the ropes. Left hook. Oh, geez, he did well to start. And he didn't actually hit the canvas. Oh, big punches. Big punches from Usyk. He didn't actually hit the canvas, but he went back into the ropes and the referee had to call that a knockdown. Yeah, we're pretty smart, aren't we, Peter? It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Let's see what the Gypsy King has got. Yeah, good call, Peter. I'm with you, and I've never seen Tyson like that. He's been knocked down a few times, but... So I've got it 86-84 for Usyk going into round 10. Can he finish the job? Fury laying on the ropes, not a smart move, I wouldn't have thought. And Usyk is full of beans. Yeah, I didn't think he had the power to do it, Usyk, but so far. And Tyson Fury, to me, doesn't look like he has much left. He's not spearing that jab now. It's a poke. It's a poke, and Usyk is, he's coming forward. He looks super confident at the moment. And I've just, with that, I think it was more of his nose, guys. I don't think it's his eye. It was hard to see because I got the sun coming in the window there, but I think it might have been Fury's nose. But Usyk now, he's definitely knows he's on the brink here, and Fury. He's not moving now. He's standing still. He's poking the jab. He's not spearing it out anymore. And Usyk pretty much doing what he wants here. So the power punches so far, Fury's 80 of 163, Usyk 86 of 185. But I just don't know what, like Tyson, he's just now, excuse me, now to stop to a walk. We're not seeing the spearing jab. We're not seeing the power punches. We're seeing what looks like a tired old man backing. He's back into the corner now. He just wore another left hand from Alexander Usyk, and all of a sudden he's just stopped. Look, this is Tyson Fury we're talking about, though, guys. Anything can happen, but for me, this is Usyk winning this round again. We've got a minute to go in round number 10. Left hand to the body from Usyk as Fury backs up again. He's showboating a little bit there, but Tyson, we need more fighting and less showboating, mate. Because Usyk is pushing the pace, and Fury just looks like he's in slow motion now. He did land the right uppercut there, but I think Usyk so far is winning another round. Left hand and a right hook follows up. And Tyson, he needs to pull something out here because he's just not busy enough at the moment. Usyk is dictating the pace. I still think we've got 2 rounds to go. You just get the impression that Usyk could finish this. 10 seconds to go, round number 10. Yeah, good call, Quantum Leap. You're right. He can hit hard. I didn't think he could do it. And I think another round to Alexander Usyk here, guys. So I have it, was that 96-93 for me. So that's 6 rounds to 4 with the knockdown. So for me, Tyson Fury needs a knockout to win from here. At least a 10-8 round to draw it. I think the last, what was it, 6 rounds to 4? I think Usyk's, without having the exact card in front of him, I think he's won probably what the last 4 or 5 rounds with that 10-8 round as well. So he won the first 2. So he's won the last 4 plus the 10-8 round. Yeah, Peter, good call. Wonder how Big John is feeling. All right, guys, we've got the championship rounds to go. Rounds 11 and 12. Can Tyson Fury pull something out? Because you've got to remember, apart from the knockdown, which was obviously a massive round for Usyk, there's been a lot of close rounds. So will the knockdown be the deciding factor in this fight as we go to round number 11? Yeah, I'm with you there, James. I think he did too. What will we see from Tyson Fury? Can he win these last 2 rounds to at least make it interesting? Because as I said, there's been a lot of close rounds in this fight, apart from obviously the 10-8 round. Chris Mannix has it 95-94 for Alexander Usyk. Okay. So he's only given him the last 3 rounds. I've given him the last 4. So he's only got at 1 point the difference. So if Tyson Fury can win at least one of these last 2 rounds, who knows? Remember, I think the Saudis want Fury Joshua, so you just never know. But Usyk coming forward in this round. And Tyson Fury just again, Usyk says he's hit him on the back of the head, but so Tyson back on the jab. It's just so interesting and complex of how the judges see the fight. What are they looking for? What are they looking at? There's a grazing left hand from Usyk that almost landed. And now it's Fury doing the clinching. Right hook to the body and a good right hook lands from Usyk. And Fury just looks like he's got his composure. He does take a right hook there, though, from Breda. It looks like he's at least got his composure back. But Usyk is the one that definitely looks the stronger fighter at this stage. And he's now backing Fury up again. Close round, though. We've got a minute to go. Round number 11. Could go either way, but close fight. Close fight. Oh, I think it's going to be a close fight on the scorecards. Although I've got Usyk 3 points in front. Better round from Tyson Fury, though, we'll say this round. 45 seconds to go. Anyone's round. And Usyk's still coming forward, but not really landing a lot of shots where Tyson's... I don't know. It's a close round. It's a close round. And if I'm going to put my judge's hat on here about who's doing what, good right uppercut there from Tyson. Leaping right hook there from Usyk skims the chin of Fury. 10 seconds to go, round number 11. Close round. Switches to southpaw now and lands, takes a left hand from Usyk. That's a close round. A lot of skimming punches from Usyk, but Tyson was busy out. Look, I'm going to play the devil's advocate and just have a gut feeling it's going to be a lot closer than what maybe I think. I'm actually going to give that close round to Fury, even though it was very close. So for me, I've still got Usyk 2 points in front. So yeah, Glenn, I'm with you there, mate. You definitely need, what have I got there? So 2 points, yeah. So he needs a knockout in my book. At least needs a knockdown to get a 10-8 round to even salvage a draw for me. So I'm with you there, mate. Yeah, Big Jake. Oh, geez. Oh, well. Nobody wants to see Fury versus Joshua if he loses. No, I don't think so, mate. All right, guys, we have 1 round to go. I have it 105, 103 for Alexander Usyk. But do you just get the feeling that there's going to be a twist in this fight somewhere? Will we have the draw with the knockdown, though, Quantum Leap? That's the thing. Is it 6 rounds, and the knockdown? Even if it's 7 rounds to 5 for Fury, the knockdown only brings it back by a point. So I don't think we're going to see a draw. I think Usyk's going to win a split decision, by the way, just quietly, but we'll see. So round number 12, by the way, with 25 seconds into the last round. Left hand to the body from Usyk. Fury not throwing anything yet. He needs to win this round. He comes forward now, but both of those punches miss. Good jabs from Fury. Look, I just don't know how it could be a draw, guys, but it would not surprise me if it's a draw. Let me just say that. Chris Mannix has it the same as me, 105, 103 for Usyk. So exactly the same card as what I have it at the moment. Although he did give that round to Usyk. I went to Fury, but close rounds. I think, though, Usyk's winning this round. But as I said, you just get the feeling there's going to be a couple of twists and turns. Usyk, I think, is getting the better of this round. Just over halfway through the last, just under the halfway mark of the last round. And I don't think Fury's doing enough in this round. Does land the right hand there. Been a great fight so far, and I think definitely worthy of a rematch. I think Usyk's putting on the pressure, and Fury's big right hook from Usyk there. As we have 1 minute to go in round number 12. Fury does land a good right hand there, but will it be enough? So interesting to see how the judges are going to score this fight, because even though I've got Usyk winning, a lot of close rounds. It depends on how you view the round, how you view the way they're throwing punches. They do touch gloves there. We have 35 seconds to go, guys and girls, of round number 12. Right hand from Fury. Close round. Right hook from Usyk now lands. 20 seconds to go. Throws a big left hand that misses. Right hook that just misses. 10 seconds to go in round number 12. Good jab from Fury lands. So I think Usyk's done enough. I don't know why Fury would be doing that, putting the hands behind the head. I think Usyk's won that round. Close round. And that is the end of round number 12. Wow. Is that, what do I have it? 103, so 112. I have it 115, 112. There is my scorecard there, guys. I have it 115, 112 for Alexander Usyk. Wow, great fight. And look, this is going to go down to the wire. Look, if the judges are watching the same fight that I think we've all been watching, I think Alexander wins this by unanimous decision. I've got a feeling, though, it could be a split decision if he wins, or heaven forbid, a draw, or even worse, Tyson Fury gets the fight. And you're right there, Quantum Leap. It's an interesting fight. Good. That's a good way to describe it. It's an interesting fight. Usyk started well, won the first 2 rounds, I thought. Then Fury dominated for probably the next 4 or 5 rounds, and it was Usyk who came back, got the knockdown. And then the last 2 or 3 rounds were actually quite back and forth. So this is going to be fascinating. We did, Peter. He hasn't got the decision yet, Peter. He hasn't got it yet. Oh, jeez. But I think, look, I must admit, I didn't think that Usyk had the power to do what he did to Fury when he dropped him and hurt him, and numerous times in the fight. But I actually thought Usyk might outbox Fury, but he actually outpunched him. So I'm not going to take any credit for getting my tip right. But if he does get the decision, at least the right man won the fight. What do you got there, Sika Morta? Yeah, so I had it 115, 112 For Usyk, you've got it, and that's not a bad scorecard either, mate. 116, 111. So, James, what's up there, mate? I have Usyk winning, but I'm thinking it will go the other way. Wow. It should not be, but they'll call it a draw, mate. I'm not going to. Anything is possible. Let's just hope they do the right thing. And I've got it 115 to 112, but to be honest with you, I think it could actually be another. I think it was Sika Mordo there said 116, 111. Either way, I think Usyk's won clearly. But who knows? This is boxing. So we'll see what happens when the decision is announced here. Let's see how long it takes. Good to see both guys hugging and being respectful for each other. I mean, that's what we want to see. Yeah, good. Yeah, he did, Peter. He did. Usyk did hurt Joshua. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Well, end of the day, it's a worthy undisputed world title fight, guys, and that's and we haven't. Well, I was going to say we didn't have the controversy. We haven't. The decision hasn't been announced yet, so we'll see. So both boys having a conversation in the corner. I'm not sure whether Usyk could be able to understand Fury that well, but just a really, really good fight. I thought. I just hope they don't rob Usyk. He deserves to win. I think he deserves to win. But when does that come into boxing these days, eh? We will see. So just waiting on the decision here. And he's taking a little bit long for me, by the way. But we'll see. Just waiting for Michael Buffer. Will this be the first loss of Tyson Fury's career? I think we'll definitely see a rematch. Here we go. I think we have the decision. Here we go. Here is the decision. $115, $112. 114, 113 for Fury. That was. The other scorecard was for Usyk. 114, 113? No. Alexander Usyk wins. 114, 113. Wow. They almost robbed him. So the official scorecards there, 115, 112 for Usyk, which is what I had there. 114, 113 for Usyk, and 114, 113 for Tyson Fury. So without that knockdown, guys, that would have been a draw. Wow. Actually, no, it wouldn't have been what it would have been. 150, without the knockdown, it would have been 115, 113 for Usyk. 115, 113 for Fury. And 114, 114. And so it would have been a draw. So the knockdown at the end was the deciding factor. So there you go. So on the back of that knockdown, which I can't believe, that knockdown has won Alexander Usyk the fight. Yeah, I agree there. Generous to Fury, but correct win. At least they got it right there, mate. I don't agree with it, but at least they got it right. Yeah, it was way too close, mate. Yep. Yeah, well done to him. So he wins by unanimous split decision. So again, the scorecards 115, 112 for Usyk, 114, 113 for Usyk, and 114, 113 for Tyson Fury. So again, without that knockdown, that fight is a draw, which I think is not the right decision. But again, this is boxing. So Alexander Usyk in tears in the ring at the moment. Great win and a great. He's now created a great legacy for himself, and of course, we now will see the rematch later in the year. 100%. Very, very respectful is Alexander Usyk. So, well, let's see what Tyson Fury has to say. But Alexander Usyk, the heavyweight champion of the world, I'm with you there, mate. They tried to rob him. No worries, Frankie. I hope I kept you up to date as much as possible. No worries at all, Double G. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll just continue on for a few more minutes. But yeah, it's been a big morning. It's great fun. No worries there, Glenn. What's that? Fury? Big J. Yeah, great performance, Gary. Yeah, look, I think we'll definitely see the rematch later in the year. I don't think Fury lost any fans. If anything, he probably enhanced his reputation. Let's hear what he has to say now. Being very respectful to Usyk, congratulates him, and they hug it out, which is good to see. Which is really good to see. John Fury nowhere to be seen at the moment. So thanks God. Yep. Says he believes he won. Well, he says he won, and it's just a shit decision. I don't like that, Tyson. He's saying he only got it because Ukraine's at war and they were sympathetic. Don't go down that track, Tyson. October. Looks like the rematch is October, guys. And that is it. So, guys, that is it for this broadcast. I'll probably do a review of the fight a little bit later on today, but it's been a long morning. We've been at it since 6 o'clock this morning, so 3 hours and nearly 45 minutes. So it's been, yeah, I'm with you there, Colin. I didn't really like that. Saying he only won it because Ukraine was at war. I would have expected a bit more from that. They've got Frank Warren talking at the moment, but I won't worry about what he has to say. I'll read about that later on. But so look out for the review a little bit later on. Guys, really appreciate everyone tuning in this morning. We had some good numbers there along the way. Hope your fighter got up and you enjoyed the fight. And if you didn't see the fight, well, hopefully I painted some sort of picture for you anyway there, mate. So again, appreciate it, and we will be back. I can't remember the next one we're going to do. There'll be something, I'll watch along for something anyway, but keep a lookout for all the shows. I'll talk about this tomorrow night on Talking Boxing. I'm sure you'll all have a lot to say about it, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks again.